from the Corrupted show as well, so people know that we are coming. And my God, that's gotta be Kane.
My name is Kane, and I'm donating.
There was a lot of WWE wrestlers were tweeting and what cheer you tonight. Xavier Woods said good luck and tweeting. The Revival were tweeting during the Bucks match. Sasha Banks marking out for Awesome Kong. This is not good for WWE. This is not good at all.
Varsity Pussy. What's up, Varsity? How you doing? No, it's not. It's not good for them, I don't think. It's good for all of us, though, because, God, were we all comatose, guys? Everybody in the chat, everybody, everywhere, we were comatose with what was going on in the WWE. I mean, they were killing our souls.
Do a little basketball dance off the concrete. I mean, I'm just so sick
up,
of you
Elliot?
little meth head devil worshippers. I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
NTX and AEW are the only shows I'll probably end up only watching if the main roster don't get their stuff together.
I mean, yeah, and Elliot, you know, it feels to me like what I've been saying for months. I've been saying this for months, that basically I never thought that AEW would really be competing with WWE yet. I feel like they're competing with NXT. And I really feel, because like the week-to-week NXT show to me is like hit or miss, and I don't always watch it because of whatever. But NXT's takeovers, NXT's pay-per-views are great. But they're just basically like wrestling. Like, go out and wrestle, go out and wrestle. But they didn't have some of the element of story and fun that
Super Chat.
Double or Nothing
Super
had.
Chat.
So
AEW Skull.
Oh, yeah, Mike Litteris. By the way, we were at 34,945 subs, guys. We're almost at 65,000 subs. So shout out to all the people subbing like Lopkong 3 or L.O. Kong. I don't know. I always read that shit wrong. I hope I didn't fuck up your name. But I appreciate the sub very much. Let me see where we are on this list right here, because we are... Okay, we're catching up here, so that's good.
Joe, have you watched the Indiana Jones series?
I mean, are you talking about the movies? Is there a series out that I'm not aware of?
There was the Young Indiana Jones series, but I don't think he's referring to that.
I mean, I've watched all 4 movies a million times, if that's what you're talking about. Well, the first 3 a million, and the fourth one 3 times. But Audran Delancey, thanks for subbing to the channel. Why? What the hell? It was a weird question. I know they're making a new one. Probably last one with Harrison Ford. Jack, thank you for subbing to the channel, man. Guys, don't forget June 8th in Warwick, Rhode Island. Please go on Facebook, look it up. FanFest 7. I'm going to be there. Tons of wrestling legends are going to be there, too, including Eric Bischoff. Me and Eric Bischoff are going to be walking around just giving people shots and seeing where the night goes. It's going to be a lot of fun in Warwick, Rhode Island. I have a table and so many wrestling legends. Check it out, FanFest 7, if you're in the Rhode Island area. Come meet me, but you don't really want to meet me. You want to meet all the wrestling legends, but I will be there just basically to piss off Eric Bischoff, and it will be a lot of fun. So come hang out, come have a good time on June 8th. Plus June 7th, the day before, it's the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame for New England. New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. If you want to check that out, that's going to be a nice show as well. If you're that into it, cool. But both events back-to-back. It's going to be a good weekend for wrestling fans. And Christopher, thanks for subbing to the channel, man. I appreciate
Eric Bischoff
that.
reminds me of Darcy from Married with Children.
Oh, my God, Darcy? What?
Don't you think? No? Am I the only one who sees it?
Oh, the guy next door? Yeah, he kind of does.
He's
Yeah,
the second husband to Marcy.
yeah, I was thinking of Marcy. I was like, what? Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, he's
No, sorry. Jefferson was the second
Jefferson.
husband.
Well, Jefferson
sorry.
Darcy. So, you know.
Well, yeah. Sorry, no, but I can't remember. Steve was the first one.
Steve was great.
Yeah.
Didn't get to
They
watch,
were
but
both
do you
great.
think they will give WWE competition, and will WWE eventually step up?
Joe Jones, thanks for the money, man. I appreciate it. I don't know, because in order to create competition, AEW is going to have to create a new audience, similar to how WCW did. WCW got millions of people who weren't watching wrestling to watch them, and not even watch WWE. And what ended up happening was then WCW handed over those fans to WWE. So it would be nice if somebody could create new fans. Whether that's WWE or AEW, somebody has to create new wrestling fans. You know, you're only going to be able to bring back maybe potentially 1 million people. After that, people aren't watching really. So you're going to need to create a new wrestling audience. WCW did it. Because when I was in middle school, nobody knew who Shawn Michaels was. Nobody knew all that shit. Then all of a sudden one day, George Vasquez, thanks for the sub. Then all of a sudden one day, all the kids were walking around going, NWO. And I'm like, wait, don't you watch WWF? And they're like, what's that? And I was like, WWF. Like, there's WCW, I guess, and WWF. They're like, no, I just watched WCW. And all these people, all these kids had become WCW fans and never even watched WWF. Yet I had been watching WWF for 8 years. So it was like, what's going on? AEW has to do that.
The Boston sports fans are the most entitled group of D-bags on earth. Also, Joe Jones is Christ.
He might be Jeremy Pasta. Why are we entitled?
Those are the Vancouver hockey fans that are the most entitled.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't get how I'm like. What's entitled? I mean, we win a lot of titles. I think. Now, I mean, the Celtics fans are. I'll say that our Celtics fans do that kind of cunty, kind of cunty fans. You know, they can be kind of cunts. Might be Jeremy.
Do you want to wrap this up then?
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up as quickly as possible. I'm gonna stay for another 5 minutes to see if there's a couple donations that we might have missed. JB, what up, brother?
Hi.
Hey, baby. If I give you my code, are you going to go watch Double or Nothing? Because it's pretty good.
Give me your code.
You know, for the BR Live network or whatever. Dude, you know they're going to be doing all kinds of things like stats, like pins and pin attempts in a match, and all kinds of shit like that on their website when they launch the TV show.
That's pretty fucking original.
It's pretty cool, man. Like, how many...
I like the statistical thing. You know me, I like numbers.
Didn't TNA try that with the statistics?
Don't remember, so it didn't work out. I know that.
I remember.
Here we go.
I don't think it does.
Here we go. About to get it, man. Here we go.
It's an extra thing that I think a portion of the audience will appreciate.
Nah, Joe, man, alien space invaders from the wrestling gods planet came down and took the real Vince McMahon. Anyway, wake up, Vince. AEW is real.
Wake up. Wake up, Vince. Malk Gooley, thank you for the $5 again, man. I appreciate it. For the people that are wondering what's going on Saturday nights we do a show called Corrupted Podcast, not wrestling oriented. And I have 300. We have about 380 patrons that wait to watch the show at certain times. So I'm 25 minutes behind. So for the people watching, I didn't expect AEW to go this long. I didn't expect my power to go out at some point. So we're kind of running into that.
1,541 people watching. Thank you.
Yeah, this was epic tonight.
That's a lot of people.
K. Webster, thank you for subbing to the channel, man. I just want to make sure all the money donations get played. I don't want to leave anybody behind, and I don't think we did. I think Glorious Eugene's the next one, and then we're going to end. So in about 5 minutes, I'm going to have to end. Tomorrow night, after Raw, we're going to talk about WWE Raw, or rather Monday night after Raw, we're going to talk about WWE Raw. Tomorrow in the day, in the afternoon sometime, I'm going to be doing another AEW stream to talk about this. I hope AEW can create new fans. What a great show tonight. Steve, thank you for subbing to the channel, and everybody else for subbing to the channel. If you guys want to continue the fun, please sign up for my Patreon. Me, Ken, and Justin Bailey, and we're continuing in the Corrupted Podcast, and we're recording it. I know the iTunes is down because fucking Podbean wants like $300 out of nowhere to sign up. It makes no goddamn sense. I don't know what the hell Podbean is thinking or doing. Like, there's usually an option to just choose like the monthly plan, but that's not there. But there's the link right there, patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Jump on over there. It's $1 a month. It keeps the show going. How do you know my dad? What? What'd you do, Bailey?
I fucking fell.
Hey, Kurt. Burmaio. Thank you very much for subbing to the channel, man. What up?
Hey, Kurt.
Hey, Gertie Burt. Man, you got to see this blood, Bailey. I have never seen, like, you got to watch this match.
Super Jet.
It's fucked.
How
I
much
give
does that
CM
Bleacher
Punk till
Report
August
shit
to
cost?
join AEW.
It was $50 to buy it.
On Bleacher Report?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Well, that donation played so quick I missed it. Thank you for the donation. Let me see who that was. Yeah, it was insane. I could just give you my code, I think, though. Oh, no, you know what? I signed up on my Facebook like a fucking idiot. I shouldn't have done that. I should have signed up with email. See, that's... Oh, man, I messed up so bad because now it's like, oh, let me give you my Facebook. Oh, I can't do that.
You
Stupid.
big damn buffoon.
That was Glorious Eugene. Nancy, thank you, Nancy. And shout out to Michael and Miguel.
Oh.
What up, Miguel? Buenos noches, Miguel. What's up?
JB, you know who showed up tonight?
Who's that?
Our favorite.
Dolph Ziggler?
No, the best there is, the best
What?
there was, and the
Yep.
best there ever will be. And he actually presented the new title.
Really?
And it was fucking prestigious.
It's hard not to believe that the AEW thing isn't pretty damn big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, is
It
this
caught me
gonna-
off surprised that this guy popped
Dean
out of
Dean
the-
Ambrose showed up.
Moxley did or whatever?
Yeah,
Moxley
at the end,
showed
it was
up, yeah.
fucking beautiful.
Wow.
Crowd popped. He came out of the crowd like fucking Steve Austin. People were loving it, and he just caused chaos.
Well, let me ask you the question then. Are you live?
We're still live on the review, yeah. We still have 1,400 watching, but we are switching over to Patreon, so guys, get over there if you can.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Like, and I think I know the answer
Yeah.
from Joe's end. Not sure about Dave, but do you think WWE's shitting their pants a little bit right now?
That's the question going around, the most said comment tonight, I believe.
Okay, well, the only reason I ask is because with as many names as they have, I know back in the day WCW had big names too, but it's kind of hard to compare the two now. But is there a donation coming through?
No, you hear them.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Sorry. It's weird. Like, used to when the donations would come through, there'd be like that weird like wave noise in the background.
Yeah.
But that's what I heard, so that's why I asked. But no, it's like, I don't know, man. I'm not, you know me, I'm not in on wrestling anymore, but for some reason the AEW thing feels different.
You want to check this out, honestly. If you like wrestling as an art and a sport, you're going to want to just sit down and watch this.
I may have to do that. I'm not paying $50 for it, though. That's the
I
difference.
ordered
just-
Double
I
or
can't
Nothing
afford
on
that
Sling
shit.
TV on my TV.
I'm
I had
curious
no
to see
problems
what
with
kind
it.
of replays,
Such an amazing
like
show,
the
10/10
prices
love you,
of
Joe.
replays of these events is going to cost, because I'm sure it's going to be made available. Even
Thank you, Cold. I think we heard this donation before. Yeah, I heard Sling TV worked really well. I don't have that.
I'm not
Sling
here for
TV's
donations, by the way.
Oh, yeah. It
Sling-
sounds like they died.
Sling TV is trash.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
even
you know,
what
one
that
person
is.
said that they were able to get it working no problem, but Joe was having big issues getting it ordered.
My issues were Verizon just being idiots, like in my area or whatever. It wasn't. Everybody else probably had no problem, but
Well, when we cord cut, that was the first service we chose was Sling, and we tried it and it was fucking garbage.
oh yeah.
And then we found the PS View, and the PS View's been perfect.
Well, dude, FiOS is awesome. I mean, like my internet speeds are insane, but it's like it was one of those things where I never set up the pay-per-view thing, I guess, because we just moved. We just bought this house January, so it's like, you know, we had to call them, but they're all gone on the vacation. So I'm like, what the fuck do I do? Like, and I'm tweeting everybody, just flipping the fuck out. But guys, listen, we got to get out of here. Please, if you guys like the show, if you like my show, and you like podcasts, come check out the Corrupted podcast right now on my Patreon. Sign up on Patreon. It's only $1 a month. Some people I have a couple $100 patrons. People can get all kinds of perks. I have tons of shows. Me and my wife do one. Me and Tommy, tons of different shit and wrestling stuff. It's coming to Patreon. So check it out. But just for $1 a month, you can hear patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. You can hear the Corrupted podcast. And that funds what I do here on YouTube as well. So if you like what I'm doing, $1 a month, come on over to Patreon. And not only are you giving $1, but you're supporting the show and you're getting hours of content a month as well that you can't hear on YouTube.
No holds barred, by the way, on Corrupted.
Yeah, it's if you're offended by stuff, you don't want to come over there because we are going to probably piss you off. And of course, episode 2 coming of my new podcast that is strongly focused on AEW, EWP, Elite Wrestling Podcast. For the people watching on Patreon, we're not going anywhere, but for the people watching on the Joe Cronin Show YouTube channel, that is as much of a review as I could do. I have run 30 minutes over. Justin Bailey is waiting. I think Ken's waiting too, maybe. And
I think Ken's calling the wrong number, by the way.
I believe so, yeah. If you want to try to bring him in here.
I think he's calling Cronin instead of the Danny Deadly.
Yeah, I think so, too, because I don't see him calling at all.
Mm-mm.
So many different podcasts over on Patreon. Download the app. It's free to download the app. Come check it out. All right,
grab a beer, Joe.
You're grabbing a beer.
Yeah, tonight's a big drinking night for me.
I got to tell you, man, I was out with I got to tell you about my neighbor today and all kinds of shit. There's so much to talk about. I love it.
I'm fucking ready.
I mean, we're not going to stay up until fucking forever, but it's going to be a good show. All right.
We'll pace it good.
Hey, Dave, I don't know if I'm assuming, Ken's going to come, so I don't think we need Dave, but I really look forward, Dave.
Dave's more than welcome to stay if he wants.
You want to stay, Dave?
I could stay for a little while if you want.
You don't have to, but stay for a little while. Stay.
We're only going until 3. No later than 3.
Yeah.
I don't know. It sounded like Joe didn't really want me here.
I do want you here. I just don't want you to feel obligated to have to be here.
Obligated? Fuck, it's an honor. Be my first appearance on Corrupted.
Fuck yeah. Well, here we go. All right, baby. Yeah, because Leah's going to bed, and we sometimes have her. So, all right. See you guys there. I'm going to mute you for a second while I close the show. Goodbye. Stay tuned for more EWP, more AEW wrestling talk. Don't miss it here on the Joe Cronin Show. Hit that subscriber button down below. And thank you all for the support tonight. Really appreciate it. Anthony Perkins, thanks for subbing. See you guys tomorrow with an afternoon stream to follow up on all this wrestling talk. I am fucking hyped, guys. See you guys over on Corrupted. What a bloodbath. Wow, 40,000 people. 40,000 people came in to check out that AEW review.
Tonight would have been a really good night to do a free Corrupted after that.
I know.
That would have been a great marketing thing there because
could have just stayed
to drop
on.
out 1.4K like that just to do a show for 80 people. No offense to the patrons. I'm not trying to make that sound like a knock. But
as far as I'm concerned, it is worth it in a way because like the patrons that are paying are keeping all the shows alive. So for me, at least. Yeah. So but I do get it though. It is true. But a lot of those wrestlers are like, yeah, what? I want to go watch more wrestling reviews now.
That's true. That's a good point.
But at least they know about it. They know we have another podcast that's really been put in there. So it may not be until the next week or the third week when someone new goes, all right, I'm going to check that thing out now. He's been saying this for weeks.
Hey, Ken says he's tried calling 1 million times on both numbers, and
I don't see him calling.
He's getting kind of pissed. He said that he's tried calling a bunch, and neither one of the numbers is picking up.
Don't see him calling at all. I'm calling him right now, though. It could be all the calls coming in, maybe.
Well, that's true, because you were live with, 2,000 people? He may not have seen his call.
Dude,
but
we had 2,000 at one point, and then my power in my house just fucking flickered off and on.
Yeah.
I was like, you kidding?
Real?
Yeah, shut down my whole computer and shit.
That's some fucking garbage luck.
And yet you ended up the show with 1,700 viewers. I mean,
Yeah, it climbed back up to 1,800 at one point.
I'm fucking ready to go, man. I got me a beer. I got a cocktail. I'm ready to go.
still having those storms there?
We had one today. It's so bullshit, man. Every time I go to fucking mow my yard, every single solitary time. As a matter of fact, I started my weed eater up, and I had just started my path along the flower beds. No sooner than I did, I look up and I realized that the sun was like behind clouds. I look up, it looked like a fucking tornado was getting ready to come through. I went in the house. I said, Keish, turn the fucking Weather Channel on. See what the hell's going on. And there was a severe thunderstorm watch for our area.
Oh, that storm that you recorded in your vehicle the other day was beautiful.
Oh my gosh, dude! Wait till you see. I'm gonna upload the full clip to YouTube. I took a 6-minute video of me driving into the storm through the downtown. Like, you can see tons of lightning streaks, and there was hail that was hitting my truck. It was crazy.
Storm Chaser JB edition.
That's right. Yeah, JB's Twister 2. The Columbus story.
Apparently Ken was on Shannon's Skype or something, he said.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, oh, I'm an idiot or something like that. I don't know. Not sure. I called him again. Dude, wow, 200 subs gained. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was a lot.
200 subs gained.
They just kept coming in.
That was insane.
Hey guys, can you hear that music?
Oh man.
Dave was like, shut up. No, we can't hear it. Shut up.
Well, because it's like, at a certain point, it's like,
It's
mute
like,
yourself.
Dave, you're starting to piss me off.
That was funny as fuck.
Dave, did you go back and listen to the bit me and Joe did last night on Tommy Chong and Joe Rogan?
Oh no, my God! I wish I'd been up at that point. I would have blown up.
So funny.
I would have given you guys some good sound clips.
I was gonna say, I think that bit and the Earl bit, those by themselves,
the Earl
should be
bit was
clipped
fucking
and uploaded.
Original and very entertaining.
That just came out of nowhere, too. I was like, this sounds like funny. I don't know.
I was going through the comments today, and I completely forgot about the fish eggs comment I made.
Oh my God, that killed me. That killed me.
Oh my God, that was funny. I have no idea what's going on with
Dave,
Ken.
did you hear the Amanda Carmen shit? I'd never heard that before.
No, neither did I. That surprised me too, seeing that video. And you know what? I'm not going to comment on her looks.
I don't think you have to after that.
All right, well, I think we should get started. I don't know what's going on with Ken.
Is he not answering now?
He's leaving me messages.
Where am I living?
He keeps saying I'm on Shannon's Skype, but like, what does that mean?
Maybe he's trying to call you with Shannon's Skype number, and you're not noticing it, or you don't have it added.
I don't see any calls. Oh, there you are. I see him now.
Living in America.
Fucking in America. It works.
We got a dual cast going on right now. There's Foul Mouth Studios in the background. We got this going.
Hold on, dude. I'm trying to switch over.
I shit myself. Dude, that was hard to fucking do, man. It was like I was trying to rush the review, but because it was like... Dude,
I was trying to help you, man.
You did good. We did good.
Honestly, I'm not saying this to be a shithead. If you were smarter, you probably should have just done your AEW review.
Yeah, but, you know.
I know that the fans pay good money to hear Corrupted, but Jesus Christ, they have to understand that, like, you know, that's a big deal.
I don't hear him in here.
Fucking 2,000 people for that was like, what? And it was climbing.
2,000!
People were so excited, though, man. That was exciting. That was fucking awesome.
Well, maybe this AEW thing's exactly what we need to get. Maybe it'll get me back into it, to be honest with you. I'm Always good for a little competition.
Yeah, I mean, I think that because I'm going to be doing that podcast a lot, and probably could use, I think you got Dave on board. I don't know if Jake can always make it because he's busy usually. Besides the night he's on.
Does that mean that the Lucha Report returns and the Impact Report and Monday Night Retro?
Yeah.
When I
Can
saw
you hear me?
EWP,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
All right.
When I saw EWP, I thought Extreme Wrestling Podcast was making a comeback. I was like, whoa.
Oh, it was about to, and then recently I changed it. I said, you know what? No, I'm going to go with a theme with Elite Wrestling. So I went with EWP, Elite Wrestling Podcast. I was like, I think that's a good idea. I was excited, man. What a fucking night, man.
I can't wait to watch this fucking thing
And it
in
was
full.
How long was it? Is it 3 hours or 4
it
hours?
was
It
4
ended
hours.
up going longer.
Yeah, it went over. Because last time they like had to cut off immediately. They must have.
Bro, the blood on fucking what's his name was like. When was the last time you saw wrestling like that?
Yeah, it was insane, dude. He wouldn't
Dude,
stop
that's
bleeding.
fucking awesome, though, man.
Dude, it was
At least
scary.
mainstream wrestling, yeah.
Dude, I mean, yeah, you're right. Mainstream, yeah, it was always like underground shit. But that was fucking awesome to see that, man.
That's like a Tuesday morning in CZW.
Oh, it was fucking great.
Yeah.
I only saw parts of it, man. From what I saw, it was fucking. I knew it was gonna be big.
Best match. What if I need to watch one match, what do I need to watch?
Well, that's the thing. Joe and I actually had quite different opinions on what was the best match of the night.
Yeah,
Oh, that's good then. That's good.
yeah. There's
That's a good point.
When
Yeah.
was the last
there's-
time? When was the last time you ever had an argument over what was the best match?
That's a good
True.
point.
That's
NXT,
a very good
NXT definitely, but
Oh yeah, that's true. But I mean, like, as far as WWE goes, it's usually like a general consensus that, like,
Yeah.
oh, this was the best match.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean NXT has had some 8.5s, 9s, and 9.5s. I gave this an 8 out of 10. So
Very solid score.
Wow.
Very
It's
solid.
got a solid
Wow.
take. But I
That-
personally, I thought the best match of the night was the AAA tag team match between the Lucha Brothers and the Young Bucks.
Hey, is the Lucha Brothers? I don't know that much about that group. Is one of those guys not La Parca, but the guy from Lucha Underground?
Yeah,
Yes.
both of them actually did.
Yeah.
With
Dude,
Lucha
you remember
Underground.
La Parca, man? I was such a big
Fuck
fan
yeah.
of his, bro. I used to love to use him in the wrestling game. the
Oh yeah,
WCW,
dude.
bro.
I either played La Parca or Ultimo Dragon. On the
Yeah,
old
yep,
game.
me too, bro. Yeah, that's funny.
Ultimo Dragon was sick, man. You did the
Which game was that?
The fucking WCW.
Yes,
I forgot what
okay,
year it was.
yeah.
WCW
it was
Nitro
W-
or Revenge? Revenge?
No, it was WCW NWO Revenge. That was my
Revenge.
Yeah,
on the
that game
64.
was sick.
We
That was-
talked about that the other day, Ken.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
that was like the ultimate wrestling game. It was
Yeah.
That was, wasn't it? It was like one of the best games
You could just
ever.
grab shit out of the crowd. Remember, grab like a 2x4.
Yeah.
I remember you grab a
taunts.
stop sign out of the crowd, hit him in the head.
Yes.
I remember using the Giant in that game, and he
Yes.
was just fucking dominating. You know.
And the taunts too. I love the taunts.
Oh yeah, the taunts were great in that game. I forgot about that.
The only
And you could
problem-
also make your own guy in that game too. It was like one of the first ones that you could like really, get detailed with it.
The only problem with that game was, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was like different tiers of people. There was like NWO White, NWO Red,
Yeah,
WCW. Then there was like the cruiserweights. Dude, that first group, the NW White, they were too overpowered, man. Like Hogan and Steiner and those guys, like you couldn't beat them. Like in the regular championship. What was the thing? The mode? Was it like championship tournament or something like that? And you had to beat a bunch of guys to get to like Hogan, or it was awful.
Like Hogan was
I
Tyson.
can't remember.
All right, I guess let's start it up. Let me go
How
start
do I
the-
sound?
Sound
All
pretty
right.
good.
Yeah.
Tinny
Sounds-
for me, but
Yeah, it sounds a little tinnier than your normal microphone, obviously, but it's not that
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Sounds like my microphone for the past 3.5 years.
Yeah,
It's
let
a
me-
cordless microphone.
Cordless phone.
No, cordless microphone. I fucking bought
What-
so I can walk
No,
around.
dude, you're on one of those phones with the cable that stretches
Oh, yeah.
across the football field.
I don't know if it's your autocorrect there, Ken, but your tweets say pay-per-view, like
I
pay-per-
know, dude. I know. Shannon gives me shit about it all the
Paper.
time. I'm like, and she goes, "Why do you leave it? Why do you leave it like that?" And I'm like, "Cause I don't really fucking give a shit. I'm doing voice to text. So I don't
It's a,
care."
But
it's
it-
a paper.
But that's what I thought. You must be doing voice to text because it must be just picking up like
Yeah.
instead of pay per view. It says,
Dude, you know what
that's
it does? You want to hear
paper.
the funniest shit? You know how people make fun of me for saying X? I X you something like an X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when I talk into it, it actually says X. When I'm saying it. I'm like,
Hey, you should
fucking
you should
retarded.
you should do the voice to text and say that you're having a sandwich with lettuce and see if it puts letter.
It probably will.
Remember when you used to do DJ
Let-
Forever Play and you would go hit a letter?
I forgot about that, dude.
Head of letter.
You want to? Has anybody ever just chowed down on a head of letter?
You know what they're doing in the restaurants now? They give you like a whole half a head of letter, and they cut it and put some blue cheese on it.
You know, there are times when the top of my coon head just needs a slab of
Oh
lettuce.
my
Oh
god.
my God.
God damn.
Wait a minute, dude. I don't know if any of you guys know what I'm talking about, but there was a video that went viral last year in the MLB where the fucking first base running coach he was for the Cardinals. He was wetting pieces of lettuce and putting it under his helmet, and the clip went viral. I gotta find it. It's the most goddamn ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
The fuck, man.
It's some old fucking 80-year-old dude out there he's like, it's a lettuce. I used to do it back in the day. Had a letter.
Dude, the funniest shit ever, and I know it's something you don't laugh at, but when fucking Pedro Martinez pushed fucking
Don Zimmer.
it was
I know
one of the
exactly
funniest
what you're
things
gonna
I've ever
say.
seen in my life, dude.
He kind of like stepped aside and guided
He did it
him
with,
to
like
the
such
ground.
ease too. He was just like, "Get the fuck away from me."
Yeah, let me just move you over here.
It reminded me of when Tommy Lasorda was in the All-Star game and a ball got hit to him like hard on third base line. He was like the third base coach, and he fucking got hit with it, and he fell backwards and rolled all the way over, like a full roll over his head. Like fucking guy was fucking upside down for a second. They have a freeze frame of him upside down. It's the funniest shit.
Aw, Ryan Satin blocked me. Aw.
Remember Tommy Lasorda baseball on NES?
Oh yeah. Die. He'd come in and he'd be like, "This is Tommy Lasorda."
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
we can hear that.
Oh my God, that clip from last night was fucking awesome.
Tommy, die.
The whole thing with Doctor Who with the music, it killed me.
Oh my god.
Dude, he almost went berserk again tonight because JB was just fucking around and just a little bit, just fucking with him every time he said something. He would like make a noise. JB was making a noise for Tommy, and
Oh,
like, every
Tommy felt better all of a sudden. He wasn't. I thought he was really sick. Now he's okay.
It was 30 seconds and he was ready. No, he's not okay, dude. He's all fucked up.
Oh,
But he's on your show, isn't he? Or
No,
was
yeah, he was on earlier.
He called me and was like, "I can't be on. I'm sick." And then he was
What,
listening
tonight?
on Monetize This. He wasn't on Monetize This.
Oh, he was. I didn't even see it, man. I went to bed at 8:30 last night.
He hasn't been on Monetize This in like fucking 3 weeks. Every week he calls like,
It's
"Oh,
that
I feel
long,
good."
really?
Yeah, I think so.
Last night's show was good, actually.
He's a
What is he doing?
faggot.
Where'd he go? Bar hopping again?
Yeah, I hope he dies.
I think he might be a little pissed at me.
Yeah, I think he might.
Oh yeah, I heard what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, it was from Throwdown. He probably was mad from Throwdown, so he was like, "No, I'm not feeling good." But then at 3 a.m, he's like, "Will you stop talking about me or whatever?" It's like, okay, well, I thought you didn't feel good, you fucking idiot. I don't know, whatever. Fuck him. Hope everybody dies. I kind of hope everybody dies. Like, wasn't that George Carlin
Did you guys
thing?
hear the?
Wasn't that the joke I said one day?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But I just remember Carlin was about to release a thing called "I kind of like it when a lot of people die." That's what it was. I kind of like it when a lot of people die.
You know that supposedly there's a comet that might be hitting us over the weekend.
Yeah, they say we're
Are
going
you
to be.
serious?
Well, they said we're going to be able to see it really well.
That's what they say. You know, you can't always count on that. But
What are they
apparently,
saying?
SpaceX is involved with this program called DART, where they're supposed to try to deflect an asteroid.
What?
And
Oh no.
story and stuff, but like some people were like, this is just a cover because we're gonna get hit this weekend and the
Yeah.
you know revelations and bullshit and this and that, and it's just like, god damn it, people.
Hey, I know
There's another article
and you know what?
every
If-
other week about a meteor.
It's close.
Let's say we do get hit. Thank God. I don't have
So
to
we
pay
might all die anyway.
That's
There you go, Joe.
Yeah, you're right. There you go.
Problem solved, man.
I knew it.
Clean the slate.
Yeah, great. I'm not gonna have sex until because Leah's got her period, and then we die. Great.
That's what he's worried about.
That means
fucking
fucking
right.
Down
That means
tonight.
AEW's over. Barely got started.
Well, it's
I
funny.
just sent you guys that lettuce clip in the writers' room.
And lettuce.
Hey Ken,
Yeah,
they
the
went
lettuce.
out. They went out with a bang. Put 'em.
Yeah.
Their pay-per-view fucking ended the world.
Hey, Dave. That got ruined because my mouse didn't work.
Fucking table.
Literally, here it is again. Oh my god, this is great.
Take that phone off your fucking table.
Last night, and I kind of
Take that phone off your fucking table.
Take
That was great when you were playing it
phone-
last night. Fucking table.
Take that phone off your fucking table.
Table. Hey, Devon. Phone off your fucking table.
my phone is right.
Get the
Fucking-
fucking tables.
Jesse lost it, man. You almost killed Jesse.
Yeah, several times last night, actually.
Man, I would love to go to Chicago and just get involved in all the gun violence. I don't know.
I've watched that clip, that video clip I made so many times. The one with like Tommy and like living in America thing, where it's got like 3 images sort of thing.
Yeah.
What was he saying when he was saying that? What the fuck was he? Why was he asking where he was living?
See, I still haven't figured that out.
Well, no,
But
because you said he's never been successful at anything and he couldn't pay for his own place.
I didn't
and
say
everything.
that.
No,
I said,
yeah.
I said, this is what really set him off.
So he
I
said, "Where am I living now? Where am I living?"
No, but okay. So what I said was, did you ever think of the burden that you'd be on your parents when they get older?
Yes, that's.
And he's like, "What did you say?
Where am I living?"
And then he's like, "Where am I living?" And I just shut up because I didn't understand what he was saying. I knew it was going to be comedy gold. So, but what does that mean, anyways? Where am I living?
I think he's saying, "Where am I living?" Like, I'm successful. What are you talking about? I pay my bills. Like, like kind of
Ugh.
like.
Yeah, the
Where am I
government.
living?
Saying like, I'm in a house right now that my parents aren't in, and therefore,
Yeah, I guess. Like,
this
yeah,
proves what you're saying.
I guess so. That's what I'm picking up from it.
I'm so horny.
Well, apparently it set him off.
Yeah, he got mad.
JB.
And no, but it's very similar to what happened with Justin, where he's like, "Answer me! Where am I living? Answer me!" It's like, even if I was to answer, you'd just be yelling over me anyways. You're not going to hear me. You're not going to let me speak. So like,
Dude, listen,
I might as well just shut up and let you fucking give us
JB,
gold.
do that noise for me once, please, that you did on Tommy tonight. I was fucking losing it, dude.
When did you do that
Listen.
again?
Uh,
What is that?
I don't know.
every time you went to talk, that's what you heard.
Okay, yeah, but hold on. Here's the thing, though. You have to preface it with this. When I came on Ken's show tonight, I came on, literally did anything but try to confront Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I did nothing. I was sitting there, I was bullshitting with Ken. I was talking to Shannon. I had nothing to do with Tommy. And then all of a sudden, Tommy just goes, he goes, fuck him. He's a fucking joke or something like that. I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was
who
talking to me.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was talking about either at first. I was like, what is he talking about?
So I just let him ramble and ramble, and finally Kim was like, "Who the fuck are you talking about right now?"
I was like, what the fuck?
he goes, "I'm talking about fucking JB," and I was like, "What?"
Me too. I'm like, what did he
Out
do?
of the blue?
Yeah, out of the blue, because he said the other morning on my show, he came and he said something in the chat, and I didn't acknowledge him. I said, "Hey, I see this person chat, but I'm not going to acknowledge him because anytime I acknowledge Tommy, he turns into a fucking sensitive, miserable fuck. You just can't win with that guy." So I didn't mention him, and then tonight on Ken's show, he just fucking
Jumped
he
the
was
gun.
he just like it's this is is it Leah that says this? He wants this to happen.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's why I don't want to address him, because he wants that attention, that victimization horseshit. And so then at that point, it's like, fuck it. You want to call me out and for no good goddamn reason? Every time you try to speak, I'm gonna go.
Oh man, he was
It was
ready to
driving him fucking.
Oh, it
bonkers.
was, dude. It was.
Can't
And
wait
he,
to listen to
he
it.
tried to talk again, and I fucking actually had to shit. So I went inside, and he was telling a story, and I just,
Oh my god.
remember Ken? He goes, "Fucking mute your microphone."
Dude, you don't even understand, Dave. You do not even understand. Tonight, I tell him somebody's on the phone, right? And he's staring at me because I'm on video. And at first, he knows it's me because I'm pressing the voice changer to make it sound like I'm on the phone. And so then I was like, you know what? I'm going to do like a ventriloquist shit right now. So I put my face up so he could see it. And I go into the microphone. I'm going, fuck you, Tommy, you scumbag. Right? And Tommy looks at it. He goes, that's not you. And I go, no, it's somebody on the phone. So I keep pressing the fucking thing, dude. I had him going for like 5 minutes that he actually thought somebody was on the fucking phone, bro. On the phone. I could not believe he couldn't tell.
Dude, I melted his entire mind last weekend when I called in after Joe did his Samson Smalls. I called in as Terry Smalls.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, it's fucking JB." And then I
And
was
you're
like,
I'm not. It's not me. I'm here.
well, I was clicking the phone off, turning the mic on, going, "Tommy, I'm right here." And he goes, "Oh, sorry, JB."
And then he believed it.
I clicked my mic off and I was like, "Yo, it's Terry Smalls." You motherfucker.
I
Get
can't
a handle
believe.
later.
I can't believe he
handle
didn't
later.
know it was me. Like, but he called you out though. He never called me out. He believed me 100%.
Go figure.
Oh, he did, dude. He didn't.
Joe, hang up on this
Dude,
guy.
that was- Can I tell you though? You were saying certain things that did not sound like you.
I thought I tipped him off. I thought I was saying things
No,
he
you
did.
did.
You
No, you did a
almost did.
fucking.
I brought up a lot of
unbelievable job.
stuff that was. I brought up all the things I
You
would
ever
say.
raped somebody and wrote a book about it?
You ever-
Dude, that was fucking so out of left field.
You
I
ever-
was like,
The funniest
what?
part though, is when Tommy just goes, "No," and Joe goes, "Faggot."
Yo, you ever raped somebody then write a book about it?
No.
The fuck kind of
Faggot.
question is that, bro?
I was like, that was my like delay question as I thought of better things.
You know what's really fucked up though? Every time I hear it, I cringe so bad. Is when Joe goes, "No wonder your grandpa killed yourself."
Oh,
No wonder your grandfather killed
well,
himself.
do you hear me? Do you hear me in that?
Oh,
clip?
yeah.
'Cause I try to like talk over Joe a little bit because I knew, oh my God, here comes an eruption, and it was like a second reaction. Like I heard Joe saying it, and I went, oh, Tommy, I'm trying to hang up on him, and because I knew
Yeah.
there was a shitstorm
Yeah.
brewing.
And Joe goes, "I just gave him a bunch of money, so he's gonna hear what I say."
Yeah, I gave King money to talk. Let me talk on this show.
Yeah. Yeah, Ken's like, "No, I did. No, I did."
I was like,
Mom.
no, I didn't, Tommy. No, please don't.
Oh no, but you pushed him to the fucking point of Anakin Skywalker, where he's like, "I hate you."
Oh yeah, dude. At one point, he said something that he couldn't finish saying what he was saying. He just went, "I just."
Well, the funniest thing I've ever seen Tommy do actually happened during that call. Like, out of all the things over the years I've seen Tommy do, it's when he fucking waffled his desk.
And he fucking.
Dude, it's because when he does it,
He's got like
he almost
He's
has,
got
like,
Riri hands.
dude, he like does this weird like super pimp pussy smack, and then his eyes like do that. Oh shit, that was too hard.
Yep.
What do you think's going on in his brain while he's going through all
No,
that? Like,
dude,
what do you?
I
think
don't
is-
know. I'm not sure.
No,
I'm
dude,
sure.
nothing's better than when
I'm
Dave.
sure it's nothing. It's nothing intelligent. I can tell you
Nothing's
that.
better than when Dave goes, "Look at the camera." Tommy goes, "I'm out of here, Joe. Fuck you." And then then Dave goes, "Look at the camera," and then he does it. Like that was that
You
was
guys
the
have to
best
watch-
part.
You guys have to watch that scene from last night because it was fucking glorious. Because Joe plays it back again, and it was just too funny.
What was it from Throwdown 51?
No, it was this last throwdown. But I actually
we played it on Monetize This. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry,
you-
that's what it was. We played it on Monetize This, but I did that before on a previous episode where he kept looking into the screen. It's like, Tommy, oh, it was a previous Monetize This. I was like, Tommy, just look at the screen.
Here it
and
is.
eventually we got him to look at the screen. But
He's in the
he
middle
piece
of a
of shit.
super
Good night, Joe.
fight with
All right, watch
Dave,
this.
and then
Tommy.
listens to it.
Watch this.
Oh,
He does it here.
Jesus
Christ.
I hope
What the
I gave
fuck?
you some good sound clips there because that was fucking awesome. I was crying.
Oh my God! What the? What is this?
Where am I living, you dumb cunt?
Can't see it on the screen, by the way.
Living.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna be able to. Fuck.
Good night, Joe. Fuck you.
I didn't do anything. What the fuck did I do?
No, not you, Joe. I'm talking to fucking Dave Rose.
Looking at the camera. There we go.
You know why? Because you say it so convincingly. Like, you
Oh
know.
my god, that he does. They
Have,
watch
have
the.
either one of you guys clipped him going, fucking hang up on this guy?
Oh, I've no, not that.
That would
Because
be a
if
good
not,
clip.
I would love to have dibs on that.
That's like every show.
Yeah, it's every show.
Like every call I would take, it'd just be fucking hang up on this guy.
Where is it? Where's the other one he sent me the other day?
I mean, no one can honestly sit here with a straight face and say Tommy, since for about the past year and a half, has not turned into the most miserable human being ever.
I know, man.
We should probably start the podcast though.
Yeah, we should probably do that.
True.
Instead of talking about Tommy forever. Where's the fucking clip?
I have been sleeping,
So
dude.
fun though.
Hold on, I got a really good one.
Really doesn't sound.
No, here it is. Where is it?
Thanks, man.
No,
Hey, Joe.
wait till you hear this.
Hey, Joe.
Tommy
Oh.
Rob?
Hey, Hey, what's
Hey,
up, Joe? Did you want?
He even coughs in his fucking
Okie dokie,
messages.
Hey,
Okie
Joe. What
dokie.
time do you?
Hokey dokey, Joe.
No, man.
When I find this clip,
Yeah, sure, man.
when you wait till you wait.
Every single one of them.
Well, that's your face on my face,
sure,
dude.
Joe.
I'm just saying.
Joe.
Well, that's your face on my face, dude.
What?
I don't know.
Face on my face, dude.
Dan, that's supposed to be me.
Dan.
Dan,
Hey,
I mean,
Dan.
Joe, I mean,
How you doing this
Dan.
morning?
I fucked that up.
Dan, if you gave me a minute, I
Hey,
would come
Dan,
at
do you
you.
mind if I call into the show?
Obviously, you guys remember those scenes where like he tries
you
to
like
say
a butt
something and then
fucking?
he just like stops
Oh.
and just like, oh, I fucked up.
I found it.
Yeah.
I found it. Listen, listen.
Would you like a butt fucking?
What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god!
I clipped that. Like,
Would you like a butt fucking?
Oh my god, dude, that's fucking, what the fuck, bro?
Would you like a butt fucking?
Oh, he's so nasty the way he says it.
and look, he just sent me this for no reason. Look.
What?
Look. I didn't
I
clip
can't.
this.
It's not on the screen.
Oh yeah, you can't. Well, look on the corrupted link. If you
I
got
don't
it.
have that, so I don't see what you're saying.
Would you like a butt fucking?
Oh my god, dude, what the fuck, bro?
Would you like a butt fucking?
Would you like a
Go
butt
you
fucking?
fuck your butt.
They call me the butt fucker.
Yo, imagine
So
he went
weird.
to jail and he started working out. Tommy went to like Rikers Island, started working out for like 2 years, and he was buff as fuck,
I
and
sent
like
it.
he was running the jail.
Oh my
He's running
god.
around going,
Get up against the fucking wall right now. Spread up.
I'm gonna butt fuck your
I'm
ass.
gonna butt fuck your ass.
the guy would be like, "Oh, please don't do it, Tommy." He'd be like, "Shut the fuck up."
Would you like a butt
I'm gonna
fucking?
teeth fuck your butt.
Don't you just hate it when you go to a game store and like you can't just buy the game? They have to offer you like 1,000 more things.
Yo,
It's ridiculous.
Joe, that's like what he says to a guy before he's ready to fucking just totally take him over. He talks about some stupid shit like,
Don't you hate when you go to the game store and they
he says that to them and he goes,
yeah, you're about to get fucked now.
Would you like a butt fucking?
Where did it come from? Like, it's just these randomness from him.
a butt flogging.
I have no idea.
That's the name of tonight's episode. Would you like a butt fucking?
Welcome everyone to episode 101 of the Corrupted Podcast, fresh off of All Elite Wrestling's Bloodbath. It's amazing. Justin Bailey from the JB
Hello.
Show, Ken from the Foul Mouth Network, and we have Devious Dave Rose here tonight as well. Filthy Mouth Gamer is in Boston with my ex-wife. It'll be a lot of fun finding out how many diseases she gave him after she gave them to me.
Poor Filthy.
If I knew he was here, I would have gone and.
I'm gonna fuck you.
Well,
cunt.
let me ask you this: when somebody says I'm going to Massachusetts instead of I'm going to Boston, what does that mean?
That means not going to Boston.
No.
No shit.
To me, that's what it means.
Way
To
to
me,
break that down.
No, but I mean, it does. It to me. You
That's
say
why I asked you that. That's why I wanted, because he said to me, I'm going to Massachusetts this weekend. And I was like, well, you always say Boston to me because he goes there all the time. And I'm like, why'd he say that?
Well, the weird thing is he didn't. He usually DMs me to tell me that stuff. He didn't do that.
He
Maybe-
told me he told you.
Maybe he's planning
Oh.
to go antiquing in the country and
You know
go.
what?
Dude,
stay
they
at a
do that.
bed and
They
breakfast.
do that.
You know
They
what,
do
then?
that, bro. Yo, that's funny you said that.
He did
Dude,
tell me then.
Dude, he does do bed and breakfast, bro. He did tell you?
Well, there's nothing
No.
wrong with bed and breakfast.
Hey,
but what's
Carol,
with
in this
antiquing?
fucking-
Never told me any of that.
I just came in your mashed potatoes.
That's what he says to his wife. He's like, honey, I came in your mashed potatoes. Now eat them.
They
Oh,
say
You hear what I'm
fucking-
saying? You fucking.
Dude, we used to call him, I was telling JB earlier tonight, we used to call Mike, his nickname was fucking. Because every word that he would say would be fucking. Every other word would be fucking. Like, he'd be talking to you, and he'd be like, yes, Donnie, I saw this fucking guy. The fucking guy brings my tires over to the fucking car. He puts them on a fucking thing, and he can't get him the fucking lug nuts off the fucking thing. And I'm like, do you know how many fucking times you just said fucking in one sentence? So every time somebody would talk about him, they'd be like, yo, where's fucking tonight? And I'd be like, hey, he's coming over later. You know, like.
Did he ever say to you, like, what, are you counting my Falcons?
Yeah, yeah, he did. He
What
would.
are you,
He
the
would say that.
fucking police?
You know what
Yeah,
else we
yeah.
call? Man, he had so many nicknames, but that one stuck for a long time, dude. That one
I
stuck.
pulled the Bob Saget line tonight, by the way.
Oh, the Bob Saget.
I
thing
did, man.
is so fucking. You did it.
I caught some fucking olive oil right on my arm tonight out of the skillet. And fucking the first thing that came to my mind, I went, oh, Bob Saget. Keish comes in the kitchen. She goes, what happened? And she goes, go, Bob. Did you say Bob Saget? I was like, give me a fuck. I should have said, give me a fucking towel.
That is fucking great because you can replace curse words with Bob Saget. And it just
Yeah, then you got your goddamn kids running around going, Bob Saget,
Bob Saget, Bob Faggot.
Bob Faggot.
And then they find out how twisted he is when they
I
grow
know.
up.
Dude, how crazy is it that Bob Saget was like this fucking all-American dad on like this great show, and like he starts doing his stand-up comedy, and it's like the raunchiest shit you've ever
Yeah,
heard.
little did we know he was
Yeah.
dropping Quaaludes in the Olsen twins chocolate milk.
Yeah, dude, he almost like didn't he say he almost had sex with like not the Olsen twins, but like one of the
middle
fucking other
daughter.
women on
The
the show.
Probably
Yeah,
Stephanie, right?
Yeah, dude,
Which
it's
one?
fucked up. Yo, that
middle.
other chick was married to Pavel Bore's brother. Remember Valerie Bore?
Yeah, that's Candace.
Oh,
Yeah, Candace. Yeah, Cameron. Cameron's sister. Yeah,
oh,
that's
and
right.
something in the black girl.
No, but hold on. I'm kind of curious now. Bob Saget almost shagged who?
I believe it's the what's the new show they have out now? What's the one on
Oh, Fuller.
Netflix?
Fuller House.
Okay, so
Stephanie Tanner, the middle one.
Yeah.
yes.
She was the druggie. That's why you
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
she
was- yeah,
eventually got into some heavy stuff. But you're telling
Well, he got her in.
He was doing rails off of her asshole. You know that. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm Bob Saget.
I'll suck coke out of your butthole.
Take
I'll
my
suck your
dick,
fucking
Stephanie.
butt face.
Take my fucking. Take my
Take
whole
my
dick.
That's a
my
little
dick.
disturbing.
Yo, take my dick, my TV daughter.
You
Dude,
know
the
he was
Olsen
doing it.
twins. You know what, man? Honestly,
Fucking
They were-
weird looking
they were a
bastards.
fucking letdown.
Disgusting.
They really were.
They were
Skeletons.
weird looking fuckers, bro.
Have you seen what's her name? Celine Dion. They look exactly the same.
Yeah.
Skeleton
Yeah,
people.
Celine Dion is like a fucking.
Which one
yeah.
is Celine Dion? What is
She,
who is
she
that?
does the theme for
Titanic.
Titanic.
Yeah.
She's the French singer.
Oh, the
Oh,
fuck,
Cana-
the one that was the
French
chick that was
The
naked.
French Canadian.
She's married to Danny DeVito. No, I'm just
Oh.
kidding.
Remember her husband though? They always just like talked about their love like they were the most
I know
amazing people.
those are the type. Those are the type that look each other in the eyes and they go, "I love you so much, my boy. I love you." And she's like, "I love you too," like singing at him and shit. Like you just look
Yeah.
at them and you're like, "I want to fucking throw up on a bowl."
You're like
Speaking
drinking.
of Danny DeVito, somebody sent me a really fucked up picture tonight, and it was or it was last night after
Your
the
wife's
show. Someone sent me
tits.
What?
Nothing.
I didn't know you were gonna bring that up. Oh boy. But anyways, somebody sent me a picture of Danny DeVito as the Penguin in Batman Returns,
Yeah.
and the caption was Tommy NC after you guys make fun of him.
After what? After what?
After you guys make fun of him.
Oh wow.
And it was him with like a fucking, you know how he eats the fish, and you just see the nasty oil and shit dripping.
I would love to see a chick explain to Tommy what a yeast infection is. That'd be great.
Listen to me. Tommy's coming to New York, and listen. I warned him a million times, dude. When you come here, do not flip the fuck out. Do not do it. Like,
Hey Ken,
You get the
look,
fuck
there's
out
a black guy.
of him.
dude, I'm
Look, a
telling you.
black guy.
Yo, you know what Filthy said? He goes,
is that a Negro?
"Oh God, I have African American friends." Yo, he
One
uh,
of them gay.
Filthy goes, if this kid comes out here and I don't get him fucked and sucked and scissored, I would be so down on myself. And I'm like, why? He's like, yeah, he's getting fucked when he gets here. I'm like, oh no, what do you mean? He's like, I'm taking him to get fucked. We're going to Wiggles. I'm like, oh, no.
We're gonna get him some fucking.
We're gonna get him some fuck.
It's gonna be some suck fucking roll.
Dude, I could just imagine some chick with him, like, and he'd be like, well, so what do I do now? You know, she's like,
By the way, for those listening on iTunes, Tommy in C2010 is a big fat bumblefuck that man, some of you may not know who he is, but he's just a really fat guy who's a miserable fuck. There you go.
and he's got a nice
Count yourself
mustache.
lucky if you don't.
Yeah, he's got a nice mustache.
Yeah,
And he's never been laid.
probably fucking fish flakes in that mustache from Amanda Carmen's pussy.
Oh,
You're talking about me right there. You make me crazy.
Should be swimming in a pool and everybody's fucking pouring fish flakes over top of it to get it to come to the top, do a trick.
Oh my god.
wow. Man. Hey, why don't you go tell her we said that now, you fucking asshole faggots?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Go
Here
ahead.
we go. Strap in, folks.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck tonight. I'm
We
in a
need
bad
turbo
mood.
sound.
Fuck everybody. Dude, I mean, I've never hoped so many people die in one day than I did today. I'll tell you that. I'm hoping it works. Maybe prayers do work.
Wow. That was me the other day. It was the fire alarm that set me off. After that,
yeah?
I don't remember, but there was a bloodstained trail out of my house.
I was
so.
at home. I was just in a miserable, like, Grinch mood earlier, like in such a mood that I was at Home Depot earlier, and I thought about, you know what? I'm just gonna call ICE right now. I think we can get about 17 of these people out of here. I'm just but I did go to Home Depot. That was fucking funny. Yeah, it was great. I mowed my lawn today for the first time with this $120 lawnmower that I bought.
$120.
And
Did you
boy,
get one
was
of the
it,
ones that doesn't even have an engine. It's just like a fucking crab.
I'll tell you, if you buy $120, if you buy,
What the hell is that?
I don't know
No,
what
it's
that
my
was.
phone.
What'd you say, Joe?
What?
What'd you say?
If you buy a $120 lawnmower, what will happen is it'll be fine, but every once in a while you will have to go over the same spot a second time.
Of course.
Yep. Well, here's the trick. You buy a really good goddamn lawnmower, you never have to buy one again.
That's true.
Or, yeah, that is true, but
But,
it's all about the blade.
but also, though,
Monetized. This was not very good last night. I bought a $100 mower.
Oh, I
Get it? Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
I
funny.
got, but no, see, here's the thing, man. You guys have a Sears, or what'd you say you go to?
I went to Home Depot.
Can't you just apply for one of their credit loans?
I have so many loans out right now. I literally owe.
Oh, okay.
I owe $50,000.
Can I tell you, it's funny you saying that because I bought a cheap mower too, and like where I worked, I used a lot of like lawn equipment, so I know what's good equipment and what's not.
Mm.
And I bought like this fucking really shitty mower. It's like some weird name. My wife found it online, and it was like $150, I guess,
Mullins?
somewhere in there.
The Gypsy.
I don't know the name of it. I gotta like look at it. It's some weird fucking name, but you could tell it's like made out of plastic, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
Yep.
like very light,
I
and
hate
like
those.
you got to go over it twice, like the same shit. You know what I mean? So it's
Fucking
like
trash, man.
it sucks, man. I also bought a fucking weed whacker because when I moved here, I had no weed whacker, and I'm like, I need a fucking weed whacker. So I went and bought one, another cheap one, and this thing is like so shitty, man. I mean, it is like compared to the shit that I used to use. I'm like, this is really bad. Like I don't
Dude,
want the name.
Ken, my
doesn't seem-
buddy,
fucking
he bought a
cute.
weed whacker, and it was electrical.
Yeah, I seen people with.
I
those,
bought
and I'm
one
Like,
electrical.
oh my god.
His
$35. $35 electrical. I bought
Yo,
that
Come
too.
He's-
with an
he
electrical weed whacker.
Because they're fucking garbage. That's why.
Well,
and I'll tell you,
Depends on the brand
compared to
that
the
you buy.
mower.
I'll tell you why.
Toro.
I'll tell you,
Well, they're actually
they're all-
better
they're
now,
all-
dude.
they're all
dude, no
trash
joke.
unless fucking Elon Musk is making electrical fucking weed
Yeah, but
eaters.
JB, honestly, my father bought one that's a battery operated one. It takes the same battery as a drill gun, and it fucking works pretty decent.
You're probably right. Well, my buddy,
They're
he
getting
had
better
one.
with them.
He goes, hey, my electrical weed eater for some reason is just not working. I was like, yeah, well, it's because you bought a faggot weed eater, and you can come and borrow mine. So I got a gas-powered weed eater. All right.
Yeah.
Very nice. He comes over, and he takes it, goes back to his house. He brings it back. He goes, dude, I turned that thing on. He goes, and it went, and he said it just mowed his entire fucking flower bed down. Because that's the thing, man. You get so acclimated to a certain type of tool, whether it be a weed eater or something, you're not ready for something that's gas powered, no matter what it is.
Yeah, you're right, man.
Dude, would you get the motherfucker out of the chat? You fucking faggot!
Jesus.
Guess what? No more chat. How about that, you fucking fag boy? I don't give a fuck about pro-violence. I don't give a fuck about Derek. I don't give a fuck about this happened on Ken's show, that happened on Ken's show, this happened on Ken's show, that happened on his show, then this guy called that guy, then this guy did that, and this did that. Shut the fuck up. I'm going to end the fucking show. We'll end the fucking show, and you can be a little faggot. Because I'm getting close to coming up there and fucking killing you, you faggot. I will fucking hunt you down, you piece of faggot shit. Get the fuck out of here. You're not a fucking patron, and yet you're in here, fucking someone giving you the link. Get the fuck out.
What? Someone's in here without a link?
You need me to ban somebody, Joe?
I banned 9 of them.
Oh.
What?
Let me,
Jesus Christ.
there you go. I just hit one for you.
Live chat's gone. There you go.
You got rid of the whole live chat?
Yeah, fuck it. What are we going to do? There you go. Scott McKinnon, you're welcome, you fucking retarded faggot idiot.
Oh, Scott's in the chat?
Fuck, man.
Who do you think it is? What do you mean?
I don't fucking know who you're talking about. Who? Uncle Tom?
Yeah, you think, who's Uncle Tom? It's probably Young, too.
Oh,
the fucking guys that won't leave anyone alone, that fucking still message everybody everywhere, and we got to hear about shit every day because of these fucking faggots. Fucking sick of doing these shows. Getting sick of it. I might, I fucking want to be dead, dude. I want to kill myself. I think I want to be dead. I want to be dead.
What happened here?
Now he's calling over and over again.
Oh, man. What the fuck, man?
I got a gas-powered weed eater.
I want to use it on my wife's pussy.
There we go. All right. We're back.
Trim the bush?
What?
That you use a hedger for that.
Yeah. You got to use fucking...
You got to use a
hedge
hedger,
clippers.
bro.
Gas-powered hedge clippers.
I got really good.
They don't miss shit.
Dude, I got so good with those fucking things when I worked at a cemetery for like 10 years. I got so good at those fucking things that I could make a bush look like fucking like Mickey Mouse.
What does that mean?
Like, you know how they cut the bushes in Disney to make them look like Goofy and Mickey Mouse? It's
oh,
like
I got you. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, it's like they sculpt bushes, bro. Like, I got so good at it. Like, my boss was like, holy fuck. Like, I took this one area and I, like, made it all look bubbly. And, like, and he was like, dude, this is a cemetery. Just go up and down and straight. And I was like, it's all bubbly and shit. He was like, it looks great. But he's like, it looks like the fucking White House.
Dude, listen to this. My father-in-law, he owns a golf course, and I used to work out there just to make some extra money one time, and not one time, sometimes.
Yeah.
And this fucking guy, he's got like bushes right around the entrance for the golf course. And this guy, we're up there. I'm trimming this fucking rose bush and shit like this, and he walks up to one of those, whatever those regular like green pine bushes are or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
He walks out with the clippers. He's like underneath of it, clipping this shit. All of a sudden, he goes, "Oh fuck!" I was like, "What the
Bob
hell?"
Saget.
And he throws the clippers on the ground. And he was like, "Get the fuck off me!" And I go, "Dude, what is it?" I was like, I said, "Is it fucking bees?" I said, "Is it bees? I'm allergic to bees." I start freaking out, and he goes, "Whole fucking nest of goddamn beetles in this thing." He goes, "Do I have any beetles on me?" I walk over. Fucking guy's wearing like a beetle suit. Dude, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Dude,
Did you ever see anything like that at the graveyard?
Dude, I'm telling you, bro, we used to get attacked all the time. Like, it would be a certain time in the year you would know, like, oh, bro, you don't even understand. You ever seen those things that look like ants, but they have wings?
Yeah, they're in the house a lot over
and
here.
And they're fucking pretty big, too. Like, I think those
like
are hornets, right? Aren't those like hornets? Like, if they're all black, they look all black. Like, it looks like...
No.
It looks like...
are fucking pretty raunchy.
I mean, a hornet, you're thinking, like... Yeah, this is a tiny little thing. It's like a.
No, well, this one was pretty big, dude. This one was pretty big. It looked like a fucking oversized ant with wings, bro. Okay, and it was in this fucking nest.
A
when I was
hornet's
cutting the bush.
usually like the size or is like long as a ping pong ball.
No, there's different sizes of hornets and different genres and such. So
This one looked like elongated, like a little bit, like, but it was like an ant body. It was all black. It had wings, and it looked like it had no business flying, and it had wings. Okay, and I was cutting this bush, and literally, it didn't look like a bee's nest. It looked like a fucking cocoon in this bush. All right. Yeah. Like, it looked like it was going to give birth to, like, an alien or some shit. And I fucking was cutting the bush. I didn't see it. I cut right into this thing, dude. And as soon as I cut into it, it looked like water, black water pouring out. But it was all these fucking, like, ants that were, like, forming their wings.
Water shit?
Well, it was ants, dude. They were coming out, like, not ants, but, like, whatever these things were. They were falling out of it like lava. It was crazy, dude. Yeah, it was fucking crazy, dude. These things chased us around. Like, we had to jump in the truck, and they were swarming us.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was fucking insane, dude. They were trying to get in the it was nuts, dude. It was nuts. But, like, after that, we had to go out, like, armed with, like, these long 40-foot shooting bug spray things that we had.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah,
dude,
it was crazy.
I'll tell you right now, you want to see crazy shit? Come with me and my family. Well, I don't do it anymore because I had a really bad accident with it one time. But when we go cut hunting trails for deer season and stuff, and you have to clear the trails out. Let's say lightning knocked a tree over or something. You saw through one of those logs and you hit like a yellow jacket's nest or something.
Oh god, yeah.
I've seen it happen 3 times. I can't do it anymore because we ran and I had 3 get underneath my hat and sting me.
Get to the chopper.
Get out of here. The ants are coming.
Dude, it looked like I had a fucking beach ball for a head.
He grew a second head. Motherfucker had lips. Was like, hi, I'm JB's brother.
Yeah, we were like, we're sitting down out to eat, and the guy was like, "Sir, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine."
Dude, can I tell you, JB? My friend Noel had this like this. It would look like a pimple on the back of his neck, but it was like a reoccurring thing. Like, it would come back like every 5 months. Do you know what I mean? Like, when you get something like that comes back to the same spot.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Right. So he would always get it like on the back of his neck, and it started to be like a running gag. So like when I would see him, I'd be like, "Is he back?" Right, and he turned to me and be like, nah, bro, I'm good. And then like I'd be like, I'd see him like a month later, and I'd be like, is it back yet? And he'd be like, dude, it is. And he'd turn around and I'd see the thing, and I'd be like, hey, Kenny, how are you? Like, it had a fucking mouth because it was so huge.
It was
like
his little brother.
It was. I said it formed into. I said that was your fucking unborn fucking twin brother that got stuck to your head when you were born, bro.
There was this kid in high school. He used to get this fucking shit behind his ear, kind of like that, and he used to rub it with his fucking finger, and this pus would come out of it. Shit smelled like fucking rotting.
Oh no,
cheese.
dude! Oh, it's so gross.
Dude,
have you ever heard of a keloid?
What in the fuck is a keloid?
Dave, have you ever heard of a keloid?
I don't think so.
All right, so listen, they're predominantly popular with African American men. Keloid. Okay? All right, so like mostly like African American men get this thing called keloids, and what it is you get like an earring in your ear, right? And sometimes certain people, they have this stuff in their body that like coagulates the area. Even if you're wearing an earring through your ear, it still is trying to like fix the spot, and it puts like pus in there and like all kinds of shit to like fill the hole. But you still have an earring in it. So what it does is it fills up around it, and it creates this big fucking pocket of like pus and like hard skin.
I've seen people with that.
It forms into like a big bump behind their ear, right? So some people can actually like every other month go to the back of their ear and just squeeze it just a tiny bit, and the fucking cottage cheese that comes out of this fucking thing is the grossest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Did you have to fucking like detail it like that? Jesus Christ, Ken.
Dude, can I tell you that this fucking kid, This kid Noel, he pulls tape off his leg. We were playing hockey, and he fucking wore shorts. And he's like, I got to put my shin guards on. I got shorts on. I'm like, just put the fucking tape over it. He puts the tape over it, right? At the end of the game, we're sitting on the bench, and he's taking off his shin guards, and he fucking rips the tape, and it tears off the whole back end of his hair on his calf. And he looks up at me, and he goes like this, in the locker room, and I was like, dude, are you all right? And fucking people were like, dude, I look at the back of his leg, he literally looks like somebody waxed him. Like, you know, when they wax your skin, how fucking dude, he had a runway. Fucking great, man.
Are you with us, Joe? Are you alive, buddy? Oh boy.
Hey, come on now. My turn.
Joe?
What's going on here?
I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
please stand by. Experiencing technical difficulties.
I think that was a flip of a dime type of reaction there. I didn't
said
even.
He was horny. He was horny, bro.
Oh, that could be it. Maybe he's getting a little nookie.
Yeah.
Play your commercial, JB, with the sprinkle on the groin.
I wish I could. I don't know how to get my soundboard to play through Skype, or I totally would.
Oh man, you don't know how to do that? It's easy.
How do you do it?
You need a mixing board.
Yeah, that's my problem.
I took my wife to the gynecologist the other day, and what? Why are you laughing?
Is it gynecologist?
Isn't that the name of it?
A gynecologist, maybe?
No, I took it to the gynecologist.
What was the matter with her groin?
Not much. Just, it had to be worked.
Want too many balls.
Dude, I can't believe they're making another fucking Terminator. Like, really? Come on now. And now, and at some point they go visit him, and he's like all old now.
Did you watch the trailer?
Yeah, I did, but it's like kind of like, come on now, man. How much you gonna be beating this dead dog already, dude? It's like,
we mentioned this briefly last night on.
It's fucking ridiculous, don't you think it's ridiculous? It's a little ridiculous.
As a diehard fan of the Terminator series,
I love Terminator 2, bro, but come on.
Well, I love Terminator 2 all the way. I didn't
mean like Terminator 2. I meant like I love Terminator.
No. I know what you meant. I'm saying I like Terminator all the way up to Salvation. Genesis was okay, but not great. But here's what
the chick in it from
Game of Thrones.
Okay, that was a decent one.
She looked pretty fucking hot in that movie.
She was. Can I tell you, my cousin Chris? Okay, I've never heard him talk about a chick like this in my life, but he is smitten over her, bro.
How could you not?
Like, he is in love with her. I'm like, dude, you like her that much? I'm like, calm down. She's not that.
I mean, she looks hot as the character.
She has better. Dude, doesn't she look better blonde?
Yeah, she looks hot as Daenerys rather than like Emilia Clarke.
My wife said that tonight, dude. It's funny you said that. My wife was like, Ken, she looks so good as a blonde, and I'm like, I know she looks very different as a blonde.
Different, but I mean, I don't know which one's better. I mean,
yeah, you're right. I mean, because it all depends on what you like. But I mean, she does look totally different when she has that color.
That's true, though. That's the thing, though. It's just so substantially different.
Yeah,
hang on. Let me tell you the biggest issue I have with this Terminator Dark Fate movie. Already out of the gate. For one, they're already pushing this super female dominance thing right out of the gate.
But she's not even female. It's androgynous. It's like this pseudo thing.
It's a trans.
It's a tranny. Yeah.
It's a fucking trans. That's what it is. But here's the thing that pissed me off. I was so excited because I always get excited with anything that involves Arnold and that wonderfully chiseled body of his. But there was this big fucking Facebook post, and it had Arnold Schwarzenegger with like his face kind of melted and the Terminator eye, and it was like tomorrow the Dark Fate trailer comes out, and then I'm waiting in the trailer. He shows up for 2 seconds coming out of a cabin like he's getting ready to go fucking throw a line to catch a fish in the creek. I was like, what the fuck is? Oh my god,
I'm Schwarzenegger.
You know what? I'm still intrigued because I love sci-fi and I love time travel, and Terminator's always been such a great combination, although some of the subsequent movies have kind of fallen flat with not knowing how that's supposed to come together. But I'm open-minded, despite the fact that what I've seen so far is already giving me a sour taste in my mouth. Because again, like you said, the super overwhelming uber female role model, blah blah blah.
But plus, can you say this about that whole thing that we saw too, like the part where he like comes out of the cabin and he looks like he's fucking 80 years old. Like, it's like, come on, he's supposed to be a robot. He's supposed to like.
No, hold on. Do you remember Genesis?
Well, like he was he stayed on
Well,
Earth or something.
exactly.
What was
He
the end of that?
stayed, and because
Yeah.
his skin gets older, he would eventually look like that. So to me, that makes perfect sense.
Well, yeah, the cells age just like a normal human would. You know, but his actual movement does not
I
age.
got you.
'cause
Like the inner core of him too.
Correct.
Is like, yeah, I got you.
I will say this, man.
That makes
all the way
sense.
up to Salvation. I've always enjoyed the Terminator movies, but all time my favorite will always be Terminator 2 and 1. Those are just the best.
Oh,
but this
dude, 1
movie,
is
what I
so
saw the
great.
other day, I'm sorry, it's too easy. I understand it's easier to hate on something like this than it is to praise it, but I didn't even think the CGI looked that good.
You know something? It's funny you said that too, because I read this fucking article the other day about how is CGI getting worse. And
I
a
don't
lot
think
of
it's
people are
getting
saying
worse.
it
I
is.
think it's getting oversaturated.
If overused.
Yeah.
I guess
because-
it's starting to look normal to us now. It's
I
starting
feel
to look
like it
kinda
was getting
you know,
overused. Now it's not. They figured that out, though, like 5 years ago it was getting overused.
No, but there's been some movies and some producers that have actually seen that this has been the case, and they've actually put a lot of models into movies that have, happened fairly recently. I'm trying to remember.
The
Unfortunately,
Mummy,
I'm blanking out right
the
now.
Mummy was a victim to this. The Mummy reboot.
Yes,
They're not even redoing it. The Mummy reboot was one of the biggest.
There was a
victims
whole
to
universe
CGI.
that was planned.
It showed
Yeah.
because it sucked.
Oh
ass.
yeah, I know. They fucked that whole thing up.
But did anybody here watch that movie? The
I
Mummy
didn't know. I'd
reboot
never
they
seen
did with
it.
Tom Cruise?
No.
You should, when they do the I can't remember what they call them, like shadow walkers or shadow stars. The weird like mummy guys are like shadow, and they they're able to like disappear and then smoke, and then they come up. They manifest. It looked horrid. I was like, this looks like a movie that came out about the same time the Mummy did. Like the fucking CGI looked like it was aged 20 years. It was garbage, and I was so excited for it because I was like, thank God Brendan Fraser's not in this fucking thing. Because Brendan Fraser's a piece of shit faggot.
He's paying his wife. Still paying that ex-wife.
I
to
love
be
that
miserable.
first Mummy movie.
I
Yeah, that was a
got
good
some
one. I like
bad
that.
blood against Brendan Fraser. He called into this show about a year and a half ago.
I
And
know.
and he shit on me for doing the podcast from my truck. That fuck, he can't even pay his child support. He's eating bologna sandwiches and fucking his ass by himself.
He's got some sexy lips.
I'd let him sleep on my couch.
Oh, I bet you would, you homo.
Mm.
Meanwhile, Arnold, I'll suck your dick.
That's true. Yeah, touche.
If he'd just taken that fucking movie, instead he gave it to The Rock. He allowed The Rock to take your shit over.
Yeah.
Was
bad
it G.I.
judgment.
Joe?
No. Well, that was the other one we joked about him being casted in, but no, it was
Yeah.
Journey to the Center of the Earth 2.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that movie was trash.
He was like, I'm not doing that. When The Rock was like, I'll do it.
Well, he's never played the Tooth Fairy either, Brendan Fraser.
But see, I think that he was about to play all those roles, and then they were like, you know what? This guy is hotter,
Yeah.
younger, and he's pretty good at acting. And Brendan doesn't
Well,
want to
you
do
know,
it.
I got a little bone to pick with Dave now that I think about it. How dare you even compare Brendan Fraser and Arnold Schwarzenegger? What's the matter with you?
No, I'm not comparing them in equivalency because that cannot be done. I do agree with you.
You can't compare those bodies.
No, obviously not. I'm just comparing. You called me a homo, and I just compared your homo tendencies as well. So
Brendan Fraser didn't win Mr. Universe 3 times.
definitely not. And and something else is Brendan Fraser's father wasn't an SS officer. So
Ooh. Geschleichen.
just the facts.
Geschleifen.
Can't argue numbers or facts, especially when they involve that wonderful human being where I just like to watch sweat drip off of his body.
No, but
I got to get a beer.
Drink a beer off my cock.
Chug a lug.
perfect time to duck out.
Put your finger in the
I
air.
will not answer any questions. Nothing happened in Germany between 1939 and 1945.
And I was coming, and then when I get into my house, it's like I'm coming, and when I'm going to the mall, it's like I'm coming. It's like I'm coming everywhere.
It's great.
Couldn't get the leaf bag on the mower, man.
Oh shit! What, the one that came with it?
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I looked at it
Like
and
what?
I gave up.
When you were installing it, you mean?
Yeah, I thought I was supposed to go in these holes. I couldn't figure it out. I go, Leah, come on over here and look at this. I walked
Yeah.
away. She
Same
goes,
shit I do with my wife.
she started putting it together, and she goes, you're losing man points right now. And the funny thing was, but before this, I was putting it all together and everything. I had everything going. I was 90% done. And my neighbor on his back porch gets on the back porch, and he looks at me, he goes, hey, you smoke? And I was
Are
like,
you serious?
I'm like, I thought he meant cigarettes. So I'm like, not really.
Come on.
No, I really did. I thought he meant cigarettes. So I'm like, not really. I mean, why, you need one? And then he was like, no. Like, and
You uncool honky?
Yeah,
Like,
so,
weed, you fucking.
so I walk closer to him. Now he's like 45 or 48. His kids all grown up and moved out.
Damn.
And he's like, nah, I just got this like THC from the store because we sell it here now, so it's all legal. So he's like, oh yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, every once in a while I do. And he's like, oh, you don't have to be embarrassed or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I'm not. I was like, I don't care. And he's getting the idea that I'm like worried or something. I'm like, no, I just don't. I honestly don't smoke a lot. See, I don't think he believed me. I think he thought like, yeah, you smoke all the time. He goes, well, I saw you on your back porch smoking one night or whatever. So I just thought, I'm like,
fuck.
oh yeah.
I'm like, done.
I also watched you one night jerk off in your window.
Yeah, well, it was weird like that. Like, but if he goes onto his porch, he can see my entire like backyard, my whole house.
Oh no, dude.
Yeah, it's right there.
Hey, your wife was laying out in the sun bathing the other day, man.
Hey, I saw you wrestling that bear.
Yeah, I saw you wrestling some kind of bear in your backyard. The fuck's going on over
That was
there,
fucking
bro?
hot, dude. I barely had time to jerk off.
Yeah.
You gotta
Fucking
plant
bang.
cedars in your backyard. Just line your property, and they'll end up growing up beautifully and creating perfect blockage.
Imagine you were in your backyard and your neighbor was like, "Hey, Joe Cronin show, how you doing?"
Oh God.
You're like, "Oh no!"
Shout out to Mitch Moreland of the Boston Red Sox for giving one of the best post-game interviews ever. When they asked him how he hit so many home runs, and they asked him, "Do you have the same diet as Tom Brady?" And he says, "Mine's steak and potatoes." Is that what his is?
I eat steak and potatoes.
Mine's
And my
Exactly how
sister.
he sounds.
Does
That's
Tom
exactly how he
Brady-
sounds.
Mine's underage pussy.
Does
Yeah.
Tom Brady eat steak and potatoes and fuck his sister?
That's
'Cause
what he did.
that-
He literally goes, "I don't know, man. Mine's steak and potatoes. Is that his?" It's like, what?
Yo, have you ever been to the Texas Roadhouse?
Oh, yeah, we got one.
Joe, you ever been there?
No.
What about you, Dave?
I don't know if we have those
I
up
don't
here.
think they have those in that
Is
province.
it a steakhouse? Because
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
steakhouse.
they have different variations. There's like Texas Corral, Texas Roadhouse.
But you know,
Yeah,
you go
He's
there
got
and
an
you throw
Outback
peanuts.
The Golden
Steakhouse, though,
Corral.
Ken.
Joe, you know that when you go there, they give you free peanuts while you're waiting, right? And the whole place is full of fucking peanut shells on the floor.
oh God, yeah, we can't go there.
It's like one of those places, right? But
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
you
those
definitely
places.
can't do that.
if you go and you pick, like, if you want a steak, they tell you to get up and come to this cabinet where these steaks are displayed in the window.
Yep.
And you pick out your steak, bro. You got to see the cuts that these motherfuckers
Oh,
put in
I
front of
love
you, dude.
that.
It is insane, dude. It's like 12 different kinds of steaks, and they're all like on display. And you just basically pick what you want. They weigh it out in front of you, and then they fucking grill it like however you want it.
Ken,
I
here's
could-
the trick. Here's the
Oh,
trick.
the place is fucking
Every
great.
time you go in, you
Yeah.
tell them it's your birthday or someone at the table's
I
birthday. If
heard
you want
about
steak,
dude, that's fucked up. I heard that about that place. That's
here's
funny.
what you do. You go in, you tell them either it's your birthday, and if you've already
Yeah.
used that card up, you let somebody like, "Hey, I want a steak. Tell them it's your birthday." They'll
Yeah.
take you over to that area. They'll let you pick anything all the way up to a 16-ounce for free. You could do a
That's
goddamn.
awesome.
You could do a porterhouse, a
Oh,
ribeye,
yeah.
a
No,
New York
you know what,
strip.
dude? We take my mother there on her birthday, bro. We wrap a steak right around her fucking neck. She goes there for her birthday because it's free. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The whole rest
Oh,
of the family's got to pay, but
And they
she
got to
gets it.
sit on that fucking horse.
Oh, that fucking yeah.
They sing to you. It's the worst goddamn thing ever. I always tell my family if they take me there, don't you put me on that fucking thing. I'll leave.
People are throwing peanuts.
Oh,
The
dude,
fuck?
you know what? The place is pretty wild. Like you walk in and
Got a
you're
nice
walking
bar.
past somebody just chucks a handful of peanuts that hits you in the
I
side.
know,
You're like,
dude. There's
"Motherfucker."
peanuts fucking flying everywhere. I'm like, how did peanuts get in the rafters in this fucking place?
There ain't no way the Cronin bunch is going in a place like that.
Oh, but
No?
I love those bars where they just have barrels of peanuts and you just eat them and just throw the shells on the floor. Just don't give a fuck.
The thing
They had
is, though,
those big
Dave,
mugs of beer too, man. They had those big giant mugs
oh
of
yeah,
beer.
they have
too.
the it's like a boot.
Yeah, it was. Well, it was the size of one, but it was like this big. The one that I saw was like this big fucking mug. It was huge.
Here, the one we have here, you can actually get the wooden steins.
That's fucking awesome.
Yep,
that is.
That
you
is
know what
awesome.
it is though, Dave? Here's the thing. It's more of like a steakhouse with a very top end bar than it is a bar with just like.
Yeah.
It's a better steakhouse before it is a bar, but they do have good drinks and they're not even that bad priced. To be
What's
honest.
this place
Hey,
called?
Texas Roadhouse.
Texas, yeah. Yo,
Okay.
you know when I went to WrestleMania, I stayed at this hotel room that was literally like 2 houses away from, you know where they react like the fucking colonial era or whatever the fuck it is. Like, what's that called again?
The medieval
That place
things?
medieval. Yes, that's that place, and it's in Jersey. I've never been there, but I always see it on TV. like
Medieval
the commercial.
Manor.
Dude,
Medieval
it was
Manor.
right there. I wanted to go to it so bad, dude. It looked so fucking cool because when I passed the front end of it, I looked on the inside because they had the gates open, and it literally looks like it's like gates to like a castle. And when you look in, there's huts and castles everywhere, and fuck, I'm like, what the fuck? Like they
I've
make it
always-
like a town. It's like a town.
I've always wanted to like go to one of those.
I would love to do that shit.
I've been to medieval fairs, but not to like medieval times where like you
Like,
just
dude, I
watch
would
the
get dressed
show and they give you the food and shit.
Oh yeah,
get,
and,
like,
and then
beer.
the chicks bring you like the food and stuff.
Yes,
and
and you call them, dude. You call them wenches, bro.
We live We live about 12, 15 minutes now from the King
Oh,
Arthur's
that's
Fair.
awesome. Have you been there?
Oh, we go every year, but we have to drive an hour. But now,
fucking place.
I remember your last adventure. You guys got there late and you couldn't get in, and it
Yeah.
was just like a write-off.
Joe, is it the same way that you call them like wenches, the waitresses
yeah.
and shit?
Oh, they're all
yeah,
walking
dude. I was
around.
like, wench, get
Well,
my
no,
beer, wench.
there's the one that's like you're watching a joust in a place.
Yes.
Yeah,
but
that's
no, this
medieval
isn't.
times.
This is an outdoor place where it's an outdoor thing, and there's tons of activities and like
That's
stages.
just a Renaissance
and-
fair.
It's
exactly.
a Renaissance fair, yeah.
Yeah, that's how this one is in Jersey. It's like huts all around, and there's like a jousting thing in the
Oh,
middle.
okay.
It's like
Oh,
So it's
all
a
right.
Renaissance fair.
there's
I thought
tables
you were talking-
everywhere.
thought you were talking about the indoor eating place with the.
No, this place is outside. Yeah.
You know,
I love those things.
Speaking of winches, let me ask you guys a question because there's a business here that's really up in arms. It's a small, it's like a mom and pop shop, but it's basically like an A&W where like the girls come out, they got skimpy shorts on and shit. And, you know, they wear tank top, you know, just
Oh yeah.
big eye
Very
candy.
nice.
Now there are protests, or not protests. I'm sorry, a petition that is being signed to where they have to wear uniforms that like
Oh my god.
where they cover everything up. You know, they wear like
Unbelievable.
fucking capris and shit like that.
Give me a fucking break, dude.
There was a coffee shop in California that again got closed down specifically because of this. Their servers, their baristas, were dressed very skimpily. They were totally cool with it. They were getting paid for it.
Dude,
And
do you think
got
Hooters
shut
would
down.
last today?
Well, here's the problem though. It's not Hooters for sure, but here's the thing. And I don't know if this is true or not, but they're saying that like most of these are like, you know, it's high school summer jobs. It's only open during like you know, from like, I don't know, April or May to like August. And like some of these chicks are like 16 and 17, you know, and they're saying that it's not moral to have these girls that are
Oh god.
scantily dressed at 16 and 17 serving you food. And
but
it's like, dude,
pushing abortion on a 16 or 17-year-old, that's fine, right?
exactly. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
exactly,
It's like
yeah.
our fucking priorities are so ass
Fucking
backwards. Like it's
ridiculous.
all shtick, man. Sonic. Anybody here been to a Sonic?
Yeah.
No.
Where they
We
come
don't
out
got-
on the fucking roller skates and shit?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the
I mean,
best.
come on, dude. It's all fucking gimmick and shtick.
It's been for years. It's been like that. It's not a
How
big
come
deal.
nobody bitches one single fucking bit about Hooters? You want to know why? Because they know when they go there, that's what they're getting. That's part of the fucking gimmick of the restaurant. You eat there. Personally, I got to be honest. I don't even think the Hooters girls ever even look that good. I'm just being honest. I
Well,
don't
some
like
of them
them.
look skanky. You know.
Well, but dude, even like that, like the shorts are great. That's fine. I guess everything is fine except what bothers me is the goddamn pantyhose they wear and shit. It just looks dumb.
I have to agree with you.
I
Yeah.
never thought of that before.
Like
though,
it
with
just
the
looks
pantyhose.
fucking dumb.
You know, that is part of their getup. It's like, and you have to wear the pantyhose.
I mean,
Like-
I like the 1970s-ish type of white shoes they're forced to wear, but the fucking pantyhose garbage. What is that, man? It's like, dude, that's a fucking turnoff. They walk up like, "Hey guys, you want some chicken wings?" And I'm like, dude, here's what I really want you to do: take them fucking pantyhose off, all right, and come back to my table. By the way, get that fucking perfume off you. What movie is it from? Somebody help me out. Oh, shit. He goes, by the way, next time you come back to our table, wash that perfume off. What's that off of? Fuck. It's got Bill Murray in it. Bill Murray and Woody Harrelson. Fuck. It's going to goddamn kill me. Kingpin.
I love that movie, yeah.
You guys have seen Kingpin, right? The bowling movie?
Yeah, Woody Harrelson's
Oh,
awesome.
my God. When they go there and he's trying to talk, what, Munson. Roy Munson. He tries to talk him into, doing the hustling for the bowling games or whatever. And he's like, are you interested in, making some extra income? And he just keeps slopping that porridge down. He's like, income. He won't talk to him without his mouth full. And Bill Murray's like, you know what? Why don't you go eat that outside? And then the waitress comes over and she's like, can I get you anything else? He's like, yeah. Next time you come back to our table, wash that perfume off.
I wish
Then
you-
he looks behind him. He looks at that table full of chicks. He goes, hi. And that one older chick goes, hi. And he goes, not you. Hi.
I wish the Amish guy raped her.
I'm getting my wife drunk.
That's awesome.
That's an all-time underrated movie, by the way.
Yeah, it's great.
Kingpin is so fucking funny.
I
You know,
love that fucking movie, man.
when he eats out that chick, man.
Oh
Oh,
God!
yeah.
Dude, what about when Bill Murray is winning at the end and his hair's all fucked up? Dude, it's so fucking
classic.
funny.
Remember, he starts going,
Yeah.
We're gonna give you the worst wig ever. And he's like, yeah, this is
Dude,
great.
remember he was making fun of the guy because he had one hand, and he's like fucking doing that one-handed thing where he's
oh
like,
my God. Hey, at the very end when he shakes his hand up and loses and it pops off, he goes, he throws it in the crowd.
It wasn't that long ago that I made Leah. We talked about this because I made Leah watch it.
Did she like it?
She ended up watching it, which right there is amazing. So she didn't really like it, but she watched it and was like, "What the fuck was that?"
Dude, you ought to see my dad cackle every time
No,
Woody
I
Harrelson's
don't.
punching that chick's tits in that parking lot.
and what's his name as an Amish dude is so fucking funny.
Randy Quaid, man.
Yeah, Randy Quaid was great in that.
Oh my God, guys, when he yells at the fucking people, hey, everybody, there's a shit cloud coming. Run for your lives.
Hey, Randy, you'd like to play this part? Hey, it's an Amish guy, and he goes to the country, and then he has to get in the real world. Wow, okay, I'll read the script. Hey, I just read the script. It sounded great when you read it to me, but I'm like a retard. He's like, fucking, I'm like a retard.
15 or 10 frames. Those are for Quakers. Dude, when Claudia walks up and he's dying laughing, he's like, what the hell are you laughing at? What's so fucking funny? And he goes, I was just thinking to myself, with those narrow hips, she couldn't have no more than 10 to 15 children. Oh my God, I could quote that whole
Dude,
movie,
he's
man.
a
It's too
fucking
funny.
nutbag now, Quaid, bro. He's all fucked up,
Did
bro.
you hear that story about him? And they won't even let him back in the U.S., man, because
know,
he
dude. He's
he
like,
wrecked that hotel room.
The CIA's after me.
What?
They're trying to kill me and my wife.
No, dude, there was a hotel he stayed at after a movie shoot.
What the
And he
fuck?
wrecked the entire goddamn hotel room. Smashed it to smithereens. They sued him. He's in Canada now. They won't let him back in the U.S.
What the
Well,
hell?
Are you talking
no.
about Randy
Yeah, but-
Quaid?
Yeah, but he said that he
No,
was
there's
stripped.
more.
He was stripped of everything. He
Whoa.
was stripped of all his identity, his money, everything. He said that the government took everything from him, bro.
Yep.
He deserved it after that Christmas
No, he started
vacation,
actually.
too.
Here's the thing, though. There's some conflicting information here, but he started to talk about elite people in high
Yep.
positions
Yep.
and reveal some things that happen in Hollywood.
Yeah, he did.
And then he got attacked and had to flee.
Yep.
And that's basically from a lot that's been revealed.
And he's
It
going
sounds
around telling
crazy,
people. He's telling everybody. He was doing like videos at one point online.
Yeah, all the time. He's like, again, I'm not suicidal. If I end up dead, it's because of all this stuff.
Yeah.
Wow,
The last
dude.
movie I saw him in was
fuck?
some weird fucking skateboarder movie, man.
Meanwhile, his brother is still one of the Hollywood elite.
Really? I'm surprised they didn't go after him too.
I know, but he's still making movies left and right.
This is crazy.
Well,
I had
again,
no
look
idea
at
about
Emilio
this.
Estevez and look at Charlie Sheen. I mean, one
Yeah.
of them is safe and the other one's got AIDS.
Well, he's
Joe,
safe, too.
you want to go ahead and segue over to questions?
No, but I will.
Well, you said you said you want to go past 3. It's 2:30.
No, you said you didn't want to go past 3.
All right, well, fine. Go ahead. Go. Segue to your next topic.
All right. I don't have one, but I will go to the questions. Let's see here. There's somewhere.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Ryan Carp says, could you please play the Tommy vid with Limp Bizkit from last night's Monetize This? Yeah, that was pretty funny, wasn't it? I'll probably take me a good few minutes to find that, though. But I will, and nobody can see it here, so no. Gotham's Dark Knight says, what kind of projector did you get, and would you recommend it over a TV? I mean, listen, the projector I got is not, like, quality-wise. Like, I couldn't, like, the blood all over Dustin Rhodes tonight, like, didn't look the best on the TV because it was, like, blurring into his skin, looked like orange. But I would say that it is, like, 75, probably 80% the quality of a TV. Like, and because it says it broadcasts 4K HD, but it, you know, it doesn't look that good. But it's like, so I would say it's 80% of whatever TV you would have gotten. And if you have an awesome sound system, then it's pretty cool. So if you can afford a TV, I'd go TV. But if you were like trying to be really cheap but wanted a big screen, I'd go projector. If you didn't have the money, because this is crazy. You know, I mean, like, this fucking thing's pretty cool.
Yeah, projectors are cool.
I mean, I didn't think it was going to be this good. It's pretty fucking awesome. The only problem is, you know, you got to hang it somewhere.
Dude, we used to play Halo on like a fucking, like back in 03 on my friend's projection screen, which was like 80 feet. Fucking, it was insane.
Yeah. See, I think it's awesome.
And dude, he blacked out the whole room.
Yeah.
And like totally, like the windows were like spray painted, blacked out, like, because he was a gamer and he played all his games on this fucking huge screen.
Well, that's the thing is you have to make it dark. So luckily it's dark down here, but it's like really close, you know. So yeah, I mean,
but they do have good ones that even shine in bright light now, you know.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. And this is only $125 one. I'll put the link out later with everything on that, so people can buy it if they want. But
that's a really good price,
dude. I couldn't believe it. I mean, think of it. There's like $500 ones. What do those ones look like?
They're insane, man. They like they look like TVs. Some of these ones, man.
Yeah, because this thing is, I don't know. My mom came over today, and she'd seen the other TV in the dark and with everything, and she's like, "Oh my god!" She's like, "I think this is better because it's so crazy." I'm like, "Yeah," but you know, with AEW, when I went onto my phone or my computer and I looked at the blood on Dustin, I was like, "Wow, that looks way better on the computer definition wise." But watching it on the big screen with the surround sound was pretty fucking awesome. So
yeah, that's cool.
Michael Keane says, I don't know if you watched the Crockett Cup, but I enjoyed those tag team matches more than the Double or Nothing ones. I think I'm in the minority, but I feel they had better storylines and more realistic wrestling moves. Yeah, probably.
So what's his name's the champ now, or he gets a shot at the champ? Like what are they? What happened with that? The match with Cody.
Cody and Dustin. You know, Dustin lost, of course.
Was that for the number one contender or something like that? I don't know.
No. It was just a grudge thing, like a brother versus brother type of deal.
What was the contender match that they were having? Because I heard a lot about that match. What match was that?
So the Hangman Page won a battle royal, so he gets a shot at the belt. And
okay, yeah.
Chris Jericho beat Kenny Omega, so Chris Jericho gets a shot at the belt. So those two. It'll be Page versus Chris Jericho, and that was when Dean Ambrose, John Moxley showed up, and he's going to face Kenny Omega.
Fucking Dean Ambrose, bro.
That was crazy.
Wow.
He came in the crowd like it was, looked like Scott Hall and Kevin Nash coming through the crowd. It was cool.
Did it, man? Oh, man, that's fucking crazy, man.
The crowd started buzzing like crazy, you know, and Dean was coming from the people. It was cool. John Wayne says, does JB like the song Tio Toriet by Queen? If so, cheers to him.
Of course he does.
He likes all Queen songs.
Yeah.
Teo Toriet? I don't know how to say that. Teo?
I mean, if Queen wrote it, I probably like it.
Yeah.
I don't even know that.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Doesn't ring a bell to me either. Probably reading it wrong.
I used to be like that with Pearl Jam, man. I used to love them.
What
Let me look at the question.
Let me play the song. Copyright strike. I like it. I only heard a second of it, but I like it.
It sounds good, but it sounds like it's late 80s Queen is what it sounds like.
Dude, he looks so crazy in that one video that he made like right before he died. I think it was his last video.
Because he had AIDS in his ass.
I know, dude. It looked like they propped him up on a pole, like a pole was holding him up behind him.
It was the Great Pretender.
Yes.
And they said on set that he was like, he had to guzzle like water, dude, because he just dehydrated so bad towards the end of his life. And they said he always acted as if nothing was ever wrong with him. He always wanted to look like he was fine. And they said that's what was heartbreaking about it. Yeah, sucks.
Who wants to live forever?
Dude, if you were like fucking, even if you weren't just gay back then in the early, like late 70s, early 80s, like even if you weren't gay, it was like just fucking AIDS was just like fucking everywhere, dude. What the fuck, man?
It was Chernobyl. I'm just kidding. Watch another episode of that shit tonight, man. That show's fucked.
Can you believe how out of control it was and like where it is today? It really is fucking weird. Like how
I don't even know that much about it today. Is the fucked up part.
Well, I mean, they basically you can live with it now.
Jesus.
You know, I mean, look at Magic Johnson, man. I mean, when he first.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Chernobyl.
No, that place you can't live there for another 1,000 fucking years almost, right?
I think it's 100.
Is it now? It's only 100 now?
They said 100 is the bare minimum before they can rehab the area or whatever.
And it's so fucked up because Chernobyl has like fucking amusement parks. And I mean, you go on YouTube, you can see all these like, you know, these rural fucking exploring guys that go there and, you know, they go through the buildings. And I mean, the shit that's there is just like it's a whole fucking town just left.
Dude, there was actually a scene in one of the Call of Duty games. I think Call of Duty 4.
What about that movie that was there? That was pretty cool.
I think it's Call of Duty 4. You actually have to like snipe one of like
that's
the
fucking awesome
Soviet commanders, and it's right in the middle of Chernobyl. Really cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And they actually show like the ash floating in the air and stuff. It's fucked.
What about the movie? Did you ever see the movie?
No.
Dude, it's a pretty good movie.
Isn't it a horror movie?
Yeah, it's a scary movie. It's pretty good. I watched it. It was good.
I watched a
I recommend it.
I watched a movie about Tommy's mother where she ends up taking the dick in the ass.
I saw that. I saw the movie where like both of them get together.
Yeah.
And
somehow she still gave birth to Tommy out of her ass.
It's uncomfortable.
Oh my god. Oh, an asshole.
It's really
baby.
uncomfortable, man.
An asshole baby.
You hear this when it's born.
You ever see the movie where Pro Violence gets raped by his dad and then kills himself?
Is Pro Violence like in multiple spots right now? What's going on here? I'm hearing his name in there. I'm hearing it over here. What the fuck is going on?
Oh, he's a faggot.
He's fagging out. He's fagging out.
Everything.
Is he fagging out?
Oh yeah. I mean, him and Young Republican, they fight over whether or not Young Republican's dad will fuck them.
I think they're fighting for the troll championship title.
Jesus Christ.
I think they're fighting for Gina's cunt picks.
Oh boy.
That's what I think they're fighting for.
I've never seen those picks, by the way.
Yeah, those two guys love to talk about her cunt pics, and you know, I thought that if you talk to Pro Violence, you're the biggest scumbag in the world, but then I guess not. I guess that was just when someone else doesn't like them. I guess that's how it is. But then if they like them again, then it's okay again. So, but I mean, I'm that being said, I hope Young Republican's dad dies.
Jesus. You didn't hear about this for a week straight.
Well, you hear about it every day.
All you're gonna hear is, "Oh my God, dude, he's fucking." You know what I mean?
And this was the point where he hoped death on one day.
Get your fucking scuba gear on, boy. You're gonna dive right in on this.
I'll give you some more clips for the future, fucking baldy heroin boy. I'll give you some more clips. Wait till you see all week long. Stick around. It's gonna be good. Get some more clips together for Ken and for everybody else. You can have a nice bunch of clips. I got a clip for you, motherfucker.
Clip it.
Clip it real good.
I hope a pack of fucking orangutans rapes your dick and then rips it off and feeds it to a fucking babysitter.
How do you do that?
I don't know how they do it.
No, I'm saying, how do you do that? How do you string the most random shit together and somehow it makes sense?
I remember Joe when I was fucking saying, I'm going to do a Joe rant. And I was going, he goes, like, I don't know
That's
how
a
you do
different
it because
mood,
I
though.
tried doing it and, like, I stumble about, like, 30 seconds in. But you can go, like, a good 5 minutes of just saying random shit and stringing it all together. And at the end of it, you bring it all in with a nice little bow on
He
it.
just literally fucking said he hopes a group of orangutans
I know.
rip his dick off and feed it to a babysitter. It's not like he was reading out of a book.
Let me tell you something. He's original. I'll tell you that, man. You don't hear nobody else saying that shit.
My mother was in a mental institution. And by was, I mean still is. Actually, I don't even know her, so it's weird to say that. Because then people will be like, well, your mother's... And it's like, well, that doesn't really affect me because I grew up with a different mother, you dummy, so that doesn't matter. I would love to stone someone to death, like, just to feel what it's like. You know, like, I don't want to, you know...
Joe, let me tell you, last Friday, it looked like somebody walked into a room and took a shotgun and shot my father in the asshole with it.
Oh, my God.
Jesus.
That's what it looked like. I swear to God, that's what it looked like. Blood and shit everywhere.
Oh, I'm going to kill everyone around me, Derek. I'm going to murder everybody I know with a chainsaw. And then after I've killed everyone I know, I'm going to come for you. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make you log into this troll account you made. And then I'm going to hack off your fingers one by one. And then I'm going to use the fingers to rape people that don't deserve it with your fingers. With your fucking deceased narcoleptic fucking fingers. You fucking retard
What
idiot.
is he talking about? What is he saying right now?
Dude, what the fuck, bro? I'm going to rape people with your fingers. Oh, my God. I never heard anything like it.
And you'll never hear anything like it again.
The best part is in the background, you just hear Dave Rose going, because you know Dave's smiling ear to ear listening to this.
It's like at the end of it's like in Ghostbusters where they thought they fucking got the ghost.
It's 3 a.m. I can't do that maniacal laugh that I do.
Yeah. The one that makes Amanda Carmen's family bark.
Do fish bark?
Oh man. Yeah. You know, I got well, never mind. I can't say that, but Bailey knows about it, but I can't. What the fucking turkey last night?
Oh my God. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Oh.
Not you, Joe. Her.
Well, you know, I love it. Amanda Carmen, man. Got to give it up for her. Good job with that interview, Pro Violence. You did a good job interviewing her, even though you made fun of her for years.
That happened? Really? That's like an actual thing that happened?
Yep.
Sure did. I didn't know anything about it until last night. It was 4 o'clock in the morning.
See, you go to sleep at 8:30 at night and you miss fucking everything.
True.
Man,
last night's Monetize This was one of the more wild rides I've been on a Monetize This.
That was fun last night.
It was fun.
But like at 4 o'clock in the morning, Joe was like, wait till you hear this. And it was a full-blown like video of Amanda Carmen like, you know who you are? And I won't come back until you apologize to me.
What?
Publicly. She
Yeah.
blames
What?
me for this whole thing.
Yeah,
You?
Yeah.
It's my fault.
What the fuck do you have to do with it?
She's saying what I said on Corrupted, making jokes about her is the entire reason she's gone through this.
But dude, wasn't she ready to turn the fucking thing over before you even said that?
No.
Oh, like so you were fucking around when she won.
She was on your show with Tommy.
Yeah.
We all
20,
made
30
fun of
minutes
her.
before that,
Yeah.
cutting promos back and forth on each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
And then we talked about it on Corrupted, and I was making jokes. Filthy was making jokes.
I mean, come on, they're fucking jokes. Like that's
You
what
made a
drove,
couple of jokes.
So you're telling me that's what drove her away was your joke specifically?
Yeah,
That's what she said.
Oh, that's a bunch of shit.
But I mean, honestly, Filthy was the worst to her, and Bailey was number 2, and I was number 3, and you were.
I mean, come on, man.
But
Like,
Joe, you made a good point. Is that she came to this conclusion after Monetize This, but before Corrupted.
Yeah, it was
because
of
of
Heather.
the influence from the others.
Yeah, it was because of Heather. She's also said she also said in her thing, this has nothing to do with Heather. Nobody came to me. I came to this decision myself.
But she admitted that it was.
Yeah,
But
right.
you see what I'm saying is that if
Yes.
if she made this decision prior to JB saying that, she can't blame JB.
I know.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit. It's all retard talk.
Well, it's me having to take the fall for her making a stupid
Well, that's not
fucking
right.
decision.
I mean, come on.
And I
now.
have no idea
Stand
why.
by your decision.
There's
You
no
know what I mean?
fall
I
to
don't-
make. There's
Personally,
blame it
I don't
on
really
someone
give a
else.
shit. I just don't understand why I have to be the fucking guinea pig here.
Stand by your. No, the bottom line is she made a decision. You know, regardless, you want to sit there and say, "Oh, this person's involved. This person's not involved. This is why I did it. This is why I didn't do it." The bottom line is she made that decision. She's the one who did it, and you can't put the blame on one person.
We were
The
all
blame is
four
the
going
blame
in
is on her.
Corrupted.
But,
all
but
four of us
regardless,
were
like those are jokes. She knows what we do.
No,
can
she
come on-
doesn't.
No,
No,
but
she
she
doesn't.
knows that we fucking this is what it's all about. Like, come on the show and make fun of us if
I
you're
thought
if you're
she did. I
tight
thought
about
she
it.
did.
No, she
You know what
said
I
stuff. No, she also said stuff on a different chat thing about how Heather opened her eyes earlier before that. So it
Well,
was
that's
like,
what I was getting ready to say.
what?
Joe played the clip last night.
Oh, that's a
where
lot.
She
And now
said
that right
she
there is a lot
actually
extra.
said that Heather had no influence on her decision. Then Joe pulled up a screenshot where it literally said, "After talking with Heather, I have decided to do this."
Yeah, I don't believe
remember
that at all.
seeing. I remember seeing that. Yeah.
So it's like, but again, it all goes back to like, there were 4 fucking people on that show making jokes. Somehow, I get singled out.
I think these
What I'm
people
saying
would all
is
kill
they can't blame you and they can't blame Heather. The bottom line is she made the decision. It's not on JB. It's not on Heather. It's on her.
That's true.
You know,
it shouldn't matter who's being influenced.
Yeah,
Who's
exactly.
putting influence out there? She's the one that has to have fucking thick skin, and be like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna. And even
Yeah.
Joe said it
Stand
last
by your
night.
decision.
Like
Stand
if
by
I'm
it.
making jokes about you, be like, you know what? You can make fun of how ugly I am, but you're
Yeah.
one ugly motherfucker too,
Come
and
on
I'm
the
the one
show
with the
and
belt.
make fun of me. Come on the show. You're the champ now. She should have embraced it and said, "Fuck it. I'm going to get my belt. I'm going to go on the show and make fun of them now for making fun of me." And it would have been fucking fun, and everybody could have played along. Like stop with the fucking like the hard feelings bullshit. Like, come on, everybody gets made fun of. How much bad shit has been said about all of our families, us personally? Like, get over it. Get the fuck over it.
I apologized to her last night.
Well, I mean, like, get over it, Amanda. Like, we all make fun of each other. We all fucking say
Well,
stupid shit.
To be fair, I gave her a Conor McGregor apology last night.
Well, what is that?
I said, I apologize, Amanda. And then Joe tried to like, oh, well, that's nice. And I go, for absolutely fucking nothing. You
Oh my
ugly cunt.
god! Oh my god!
And then Pro ran and told her about that, probably just like he
I'm
did.
sure
the
he
other time.
did. Because this is pros content. This
You know
is
what,
how
man? You know what? I gotta give credit. Credit's due. The birdies, man, are fucked up, man. Like, stop passing shit around to fucking people, man. It's sickening.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can say that though, but it's never gonna stop.
It's never gonna stop. I get it, man. You know, I blocked one person because they send me shit all the time, and they're probably gonna hear this. They're pissed at me right now, and I'm in like a little thing with them because I blocked them. And I said the reason I blocked them was because you send me this shit constantly. Some people send it once in a while. That's fine. You know, send me something once in a while. That's interesting or something. But this one particular person sends me shit every single fucking day, nonstop, shit that's negative. And I'm like, dude, you know, like, you're supposed to be a friend or cool with me. Like, why are you sending me this negative shit? I don't even want to see it. You know, so I kept warning and warning. And then finally I was like, you know what? Block. Fuck it. You know, I got to give up a friendship now because the person won't stop. I don't know what they want out of it. What do they want out of it? I don't know. Don't know what they want out of it.
I'd like a sword and to cut a head off of somebody.
Ned Stark.
Yeah, except I want to Ned Stark somebody. I liked him too.
He was cool. He was. And then, dude, you know what part was fucked up? You know, I went back and started watching the first season.
I did too, man. Same thing.
Did you? Yeah, so did I. I'm loving the
erase
first season, bro. The first season's awesome, dude.
Because you're like, am I crazy? Is this bad? Well, let me go back and watch the beginning. Like when.
Did you notice that it's better though? Like the first season?
Oh yeah, you're like, wow, that like the.
It's so much better, dude.
It's like methodical and stuff, and
yeah,
it's like,
it is.
wow.
It still has that glow to it. Like you didn't know you know what I mean? Like you knew something was big, and there was like a lot of stuff coming, and everybody was saying.
It's all about pacing too.
Winter is coming. You know, you notice they didn't say that the last 2 or 3 seasons, right? I just realized that now. They really didn't say winter is coming like that much in the last 2 or 3 seasons.
What is that you just sent me, Bailey?
Dick pic.
It's a dick. Some pictures.
No, but what is that though? Who is that?
Some pictures.
I can't. I don't want to say it on the air.
Oh my god, is that who I think it is? Is that who I think it is?
You can hear me sending the message.
Oh my god. Oh my
He
god.
goes, "Is that who I think it is?" And you hear, because I didn't want to say it on the air.
That's kind of hot.
Yeah.
That's kind of hot.
Right?
That's way.
Anything's hotter than what you got last night.
That's that is hot.
That's what I'm talking about, dude.
That's right.
Man.
That's what I call a head of leather.
That's a head of leather with a
Holy
blue
shit.
sheet.
Who gave you that, Bailey?
I don't know if I'm supposed to give him credit or not, but I don't give a fuck. It was Marvin.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Oh, by the way, I think it was Irish Doug. Or,
I'm going to beat off to that later.
I think it was Irish Dave Dowdy who said that he remembers the old episodes of Corrupted where we used to do the press conferences with Stacey.
Oh, God, those are the best.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
And Joe's in the crowd going,
that was the
"Hey,
best.
Stacey," asking questions and shit.
Yeah, what you want, baby? I got my representative here.
Josh Hinkle, the bodyguard.
Yeah, Josh Hinkle. I hire him as my lawyer. He's my lawyer now.
Don't you remember Joe was playing like gunshots and you hear fucking Stacey going, "Get down!"
Yeah, it's like, and you hear Josh Hinkle going, "Hey, what's going on?" Like he's fucking lost.
Well, that's the funny thing. Josh Hinkle's like the lawyer, and as soon as the gunshot starts, he's like,
Oh my God, Stacey!
I'll do what he does, dude. Let me tell you something. Fucking JB leaves me a message one day as Hinkle, okay? And I listened to it, and I laughed so fucking hard, like my nuts were hurting, okay? Because it was the first time I ever heard him doing that, and it sounded so fucking good that it was just...
Good morning, Kenny. It's the Hinky Dinky.
I love when he does it, dude. I love that voice. Love it. Oh, God.
That's hot.
The press conference. That was
We only
fucking
did it
great.
like twice, but I remember we were going to make it like a weekly thing, but we did it twice.
Yeah. But we should do it. We should do it again. Let's do it again one day.
best that we did. That way we didn't like expose it.
We
Because
should do it. Dude, we have new... Listen, we never did it since the new update on him.
what's
like-
the new update on him?
Well, I mean, he's a pedophile now. I mean, you know?
Yeah.
We never knew that when we were doing those.
Don't defend him, even though he's fucking little kitty.
We should do a press conference next week with fucking what's his name, like, you know, coming out of the press conference telling everybody that, you know, he's accused of being a pedophile.
Oh my god.
And they're lawyering up.
Courtroom. It's Josh Hinkle giving the closing statement.
Live from the courtroom. We're live from the courtroom right now, where we're in on the courtroom, and Josh Hinkle is up giving closing statements right now on the pedophile trial for.
Listen, guys,
Jay Forever
I
Play.
know my client is black. I know that, okay? But he did not fuck
Fuck
those
that got
kids.
to do with it, man. What the fuck?
Yeah. He's like, "What are you talking about, man? I ain't black. I'm blind."
I ain't tell you to say that, man. I ain't even black, man. I'm Puerto Rican.
Let me tell you something. I didn't fuck no kids. I fucked a head of leather.
He's going to kill the jury.
I ain't fucking no kids. I just put my dick in the head of ladder.
With my shit bucket.
I put my shit bucket down for a second, walked over to the head of letters, cut a little hole in it, and fuck skit.
You know, every time my top of my head gets a little bit toasty, I put a little piece of leather on the top of the header.
You ever write something down on the head of letter? You know how to head a letter?
Yeah, on Microsoft Word, they have a header. Mine has a letter.
You ever fuck a boy?
Price check on a head of leather.
You ever fuck a young 12-year-old?
Yeah, I'm looking for... Oh, my. Next question.
With a head of letter?
Oh god, I think we're pretty much out.
Head of letter.
I think we didn't have a lot because I put them up at the very end of the show tonight, which is a
I'm
good
gonna
idea.
cut your fingers off and fuck this head of letters with them.
Well, fuck your
So do you-
asshole.
So do you want to take a couple of phone calls or something, or
No.
okay?
John Wayne says, "Does JB?" Oh yeah, we heard that
I'm
one.
trying here.
Hey, John Wayne here. You eat the peanuts out of my shit.
Listen to Silver saying he changed his name. Silver Dave Rose has an IQ of a negative Debe Saint.
What?
Yeah, he changed his name on Patreon. Can you get a disease from fucking a retard mongoloid?
Yes, you get mongoloid disease. You become one among us.
Apparently,
also-
that it's true because of Silver Saint recent.
Well, I'd like to also comment
statement.
on the fact that his profile picture is Chris Benoit. Anthony Garcia says, "Who do you guys, who do you guys want to see in concert that you've never seen before?"
Oh man,
My aunt.
can it be anybody? Can they be dead? Can they be? You know what I mean? Like, is it somebody who's like current?
I guess it could be anybody, right?
Like, because if it could be anybody, like, then I would like definitely, probably would want to see the Beatles live.
I would have to say Nirvana.
That's a good choice.
I say maybe Led Zeppelin.
Zeppelin. I was thinking that. That would be my second choice.
that we
All
never
the Doors,
seen.
the Doors too, man, because I love the Doors.
Did he say that we never seen too? Is that what he said? That we never
Yeah.
saw live.
Like I would like, dude. I really do. You know what? I might have to change that. I think I would see the Doors. To be honest,
Yeah,
Maybe
that'd be
the
pretty
Doors.
cool.
Jim Morrison was a showman, my friend.
dude, Jim Morrison was fucking great. That whole, like I really, really listened to all the Doors albums for like about a 5-year span. I got so hooked on them, and I really just fucking fell in love with them, man. They were a hell of a group.
I think I'm pretty
Underrated.
sure I wore my like every layer off of the CD for Waiting for the Sun, the Doors album.
Yeah.
That album is so sick. By the way, Dave, wasn't the Lucha Report? Wasn't that like introed by a Doors lick?
I grabbed it off YouTube, so I don't think so.
It sounds
One of the
so
previous-
much like the Doors, though.
Dude,
It's like
yeah,
goes,
it's like
yeah. It sounds just like the Doors.
My uncle gave me a record of theirs back in like the fucking, like it was a record, dude. I had a record player. It was like 1986.
I got a record too, man. I fucking told this guy, "Listen, suck this now."
And he fucking that's what made me get into them, because I had like this single of one of their songs.
Oh, they're pretty cool.
I was like 9.
Morrison.
Yep, Jim Morrison.
I don't know.
You know, John Wayne last name was Morrison, and he was related to Jim Morrison.
Wow, I did not know that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
He was hot. I would fuck the fuck out of him.
You ever see his fucking where he's buried
No, is he buried?
in France? It's like a fucking shrine, man. Still to this day, there's like people putting shit on his stone.
God, I would gobble him.
Hey, I have a quick question. I don't know if this is breaking news or not, but did you guys see that John Moxley signed a multi-year deal with All Elite?
Yeah.
Okay.
did
I
see
didn't know if
that,
that
yeah.
was. It said an hour ago, so I didn't know if you broke
Well, I
it or
figured
not.
it was going to be like, a 2-year deal or something. But yeah, was it
Yo,
a 2-year deal?
Real quick, Joe. Real quick, who do you see? Because there's got to be more guys that are gonna fucking go over there. Do you see any WWE guys right now in the current roster going over there in the next couple of months?
Well, I mean, WWE over the last year has been doing their diligence of signing people. Like that's why
I heard to big contracts too, right?
Yeah, just to keep them whatever.
Like, did they do that with Dolph Ziggler?
Yeah, they gave him a
Yeah, they
huge.
did, right?
He got
what
millions.
about Sasha?
Yeah, Sasha got like 3 to 4 years, millions of dollars. So now she can't go there, and she
Oh,
hates.
so she signed as well, huh?
Oh, she was
yeah,
rumored to go there big time, right?
No, she signed with WWE months ago.
But I'm saying before she signed, wasn't she rumored to go over there?
Not really then, but
No?
now she's rumored to
How
go
much
there,
money
but
did they sign her for?
$500,000 a year,
Do you know what Ziggler got?
$2 million,
2 a year?
$2 million over 3 or 5 years. I don't know which one.
Let me ask you this: do you know who the top paid guy is in
AEW,
All Elite?
Chris Jericho.
So he is the top paid guy, really?
Making more money there than he did
He's
in
making
WWE.
more than Kenny Omega.
Yep.
I mean, Chris Jericho's a pretty seasoned guy, man. That actually makes sense.
He is. But like Kenny Omega is like, to me, he's just like, I don't know. He's, younger.
I feel the same way about Kenny Omega. I'm not interested in that guy at all.
Yeah,
Why, you don't like him?
Fuck no.
Oh, he's great, but he's not the name Jericho is bringing that name over there.
I'm always real big on like the personality, man, and he has nothing to offer for me at all.
His matches are great. It's just outside he's just weird. He's like
that's why I like Bret Hart. He had that personality.
Come on, Bret Hart is like a man's man, bro. Like Bret Hart was a man's wrestler, bro.
Like a lot of in the ring, outside the ring, he just had both, man.
He could talk shit in real life and.
But a lot of people think Bret sucks on the mic, but I mean Kenny Omega.
No way, he was fucking awesome.
Well, to be fair, Bret in the late '80s and early '90s was not good on the microphone.
Yeah,
it wasn't until '94, '95 when he started.
When he went heel, dude. That's when.
Well, he went heel in like '97, 97,
like '96, right?
97. It was like mid to late '97. Yeah.
Well, because it was that close.
Well, okay, it was. You're right. It was '96 because technically it was WrestleMania 13 when he beat Austin. So
correct, yeah, and that was that's when it started.
That was
the
Austin
match.
And that was a fucking sick ass match. That match, bro, sick ass match.
It's my favorite wrestling match of all time,
dude. That match was like fucking. Like,
if you understand the Cody Rhodes thing with his dad and Dustin, like you got to watch that match, Bailey, because they
have nice video packages.
I cried at the end of it, so.
Wait, what match?
I've cried 4 times because of wrestling, maybe 5 times because of wrestling.
What match?
The Rhodes brothers.
Oh, tonight, you're saying?
Yeah.
Cody and Dustin. I don't know anything about the story. Do they have like a nice package leading up to it?
Kind of, yeah. They got a decent one, yeah, where Cody says he's going to destroy the Attitude Era. So he comes out, looks like he's going to have a special entrance because it's a bigger match. And he comes out and there's a big throne with the whole Triple H logo on it.
Oh shit!
And Cody comes out in garb, dressed like a king or something, and it's like, oh, he's mocking Triple H. So he takes he looks at the chair, the throne or whatever, walks by it, gets to the ring, and then Brandy pulls a sledgehammer out from under the ring, and he picks up the sledgehammer and then he turns because he said he was going to kill the Attitude Era thing. So he runs back to the fucking throne and then bashes it with the sledgehammer, and then throws the sledgehammer. So they take a big shot at Triple H.
Game of Thrones.
They really are going all in.
That too. And then and then fucking him and Dustin had a match. And everybody thought this was Dustin's, retirement match. So, this is the match that everybody wanted them to have in WWE years ago, and they wouldn't do it because of Roman or whatever the fuck they said. Who knows?
Fucking stupid, man.
And at least that's what the so-called WWE writer told us when he called the show, and I believe him. And so it was and then the blood, man. When he got busted open, it was scary as shit. I was like,
dude, he was bloody as fuck.
Yeah, and dude, that was early.
It was awesome, dude. That's fucking wrestling.
Was he blading or was it legit?
Oh, he bladed. What happened was the turnbuckle came off. He was supposed to hit his head on the exposed turnbuckle. So when he's outside the ring, Brandy Rhodes then speared him, and that's when Dustin cut himself. But they tried to pan away to have Earl Hebner throw Brandy Rhodes out. And while they were doing that...
Earl Hebner's reffing over there?
Yeah, man. That's awesome.
I really hope he dies.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he'll die in the ring.
Dude, isn't his son...
Earl Hebner is a faggot.
Yeah, Brian Hebner.
He's not over there, though?
Yeah, Brian is, yeah. He
is, too. All right.
I think he is, yeah.
And what about his twin brother?
I don't ever know what happened to his brother. I never see him well, he's older, I think, right?
Oh, okay.
Wasn't he always older than him? Because he was done in WWE way early before him.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
I will say Earl Hebner's not as goddamn bad as Nick Patrick.
Well, I like Hebner, but yeah, sometimes his counts are like, what? Earl actually did a good job in this match because at one point, Dustin was bleeding.
Been fucking doing that for forever.
Joe, did he leave Impact to do AEW?
He left a long time ago, yeah.
Okay. My bad.
His son did too? Did his son leave recently, or was he out of there already?
They both left Impact now, I want to say almost 2 years ago now.
Oh, okay.
That's about the last time I covered it, so.
Yeah. They left because they couldn't pay him. And then they said, fuck this, and they got out of there.
How bad is that company now, bro?
Garbage, almost.
It's a shame, man, because... for a little while there, they really fucking...
It's an indie
promotion. They had something.
It's an indie promotion with a TV deal. That's what it feels
I
like.
I feel bad for I think his name's Congo Kong. Is that his name, Joe?
Yeah, Congo
In
Kong.
Impact, he's like a huge black guy. He's like 6'8". He looks like fucking Yokozuna. He's huge. He wears like the face paint. I think Congo Kong is what we know him around here. I don't know if he actually got to carry the name over, but I
Yeah.
actually worked a promotion that he was at.
Yeah, Congo Kong is still there, I think, or at least he works here or there, I think.
Yo, Joe, please tell me that Jeff Jarrett has nothing to do with AEW.
No, he was signed to WWE a while back. They gobbled him up.
Okay,
So what
good,
the fuck
good.
is Global Force
Keep him
Wrestling? Is that
keep
dead
him
now?
The fuck away from that. Keep him away from AEW. Keep
Yeah.
him the fuck away. That guy.
Well, he's got a 3-year deal with WWE, and when WWE bought up some of the the guys in the back from over there, Impact took Tommy Dreamer and a couple other guys. WWE lost after over 10 years Arn Anderson recently, and Dean Malenko just left WWE a couple weeks
I'm
ago.
surprised.
He just walked out, and AEW just signed him.
And what's
for
the latest
multiple
with,
years.
with Road Dogg? 'Cause
Ro-
didn't he like take time off or something?
Hold on a second.
They
now.
released him, I thought.
Leah's asking me something. Hang on a minute. What, Leah? With who? I don't know. What are you talking?
I wonder if Dean Malenko's going to wrestle
They
in
were sleeping
AEW.
last I saw.
Or is he just going to have like a backstage role, you think? I don't know.
I don't think he can wrestle anymore, right? I thought he
I
was
don't
done.
know. I don't know, man. He's fucking man of 1,000 holds.
I thought he was like last time I saw him, dude. He looked really old.
Oh, he does look old. Don't get me wrong. For some reason, a guy like Dean Malenko is a guy I could see still being able to get in there. I don't know. Never mind. He was
No,
a
you
cruiserweight, man. He did a lot of damage to
You
himself.
should see him now. Yeah, he could. I'm
no,
sure.
I have seen him. I was just going to say he reminds me of a guy who could probably still do it late in his career, like Dustin.
But he looks like the fucking Dynamite Kid.
But he worked that real cruiserweight style, and that did a lot of damage to him.
Yeah.
He could get in and fight somebody. You know, he could do that type of deal. Like I know he could.
He was
'cause he's a
good,
tough
man. He was
bastard.
great, man. He's a wrestler, man.
He's
All
just
the
a
moves
tough,
and
Hey,
shit.
bastard.
Joe, do you remember those two guys that used to follow Seth Rollins around? The two security guards. They were really small.
Yeah. Jamie.
You know.
Oh yeah. I remember those dudes.
It was the dude that used to fuck that Nydia chick.
Jamie Noble is one of the top.
J&J.
He's one of the top WWE producers.
He's so he still works there.
Yep.
Huh. It's weird.
I know everything. Keep asking me stuff.
I was gonna say he's coming here. He's like gonna work the promotion I used to work at.
Oh, really? Yeah, he's allowed to do stuff, I guess. So.
Oh, I didn't know he was. That's what I was like. That's weird. He's still working there. But yeah, he's coming here to do.
Yo, Bailey,
Rhino's the big signing here where I live. Rhino's
Are you
coming
serious,
here to wrestle.
dude?
Yeah.
Dude,
he
wait
is,
a
I
second.
swear.
Wait, is yours just like local? It's just local over there.
Yeah.
Well, so that's like old school a little bit, huh?
Well, I worked two different territories in Indiana. One of them I have left on awful terms with.
So
The
there's
other-
still territories, dude.
Well, here it's like county.
Everybody has territories still, Ken. It's like there's independent. Yeah, there's independent.
Well, here the territories they
They're
call them
mini.
territories here. It's county.
Yeah.
Dude, why
They go by
can't we
count.
go back to the old way? Do you think it'll ever go
You
back?
have
to
one,
old
Ken.
school?
You have a million near you, Ken. You have like 17.
I know, but you
independent-
want to know something, Joe? Honestly, they do not fucking they do not let you know. They don't. There's no promotion.
If you go look it up on Facebook and follow like 3 of them, you'll know.
Yeah.
You'll see when they're
Ken,
doing
every
shows.
restaurant you walk into here, there's huge posters of Rhino from where he's coming to.
Dude, see, that's
the
old
promotion
school
that I used
shit,
to work.
man. You see, you make me want to move to where you live, dude. Because whenever you make me feel like you live in like this old-fashioned fucking 1950s town, like.
But
Yeah,
dude, they do that here, Ken. We hang the flyers in Fall River.
Yeah, why the fuck don't they do that here, man?
They do though. It's just the spots like it's normally in like shithole
But you live
towns.
in Queens, though, right?
No, I live further from Queens. I live like in on the island further.
It's normally in crappier areas, to be honest. Like
Joe, wouldn't you say
seriously.
like Brooklyn would be more like?
You know what? You're right, dude. You just said Queens. Now that I remember, these guys that I used to know do a podcast, right? They don't do it on YouTube or anything. They have like a website or whatever. And I used to go do podcasts with these guys. And right down the block from them, there was like this little fucking place that I guess they had a ring in and like some seats or whatever. And they would have like indie shit in there. So you are right. There is one in Queens that I know of. I forgot the name of it. And then there is one on Long Island that Mick Foley used to go to all the time. I know that. but this was years ago. I don't know if they still exist.
When I used to do top rope all the time, I mean the VFW, we do about 150 people. But, you know, when I called the Hardy Boys at that big show, we sold 680 tickets, man.
Wow, that's fucking awesome.
I called the Hardy Boys match in front of 680 people.
Dude,
that's
fucking
amazing.
awesome.
Yeah, the one here sold out for the Rhino show. It's like 400.
Rhino's awesome too. He's a badass though. Like if he gets,
I hope so, man.
Dude, I love Rhino.
I'm thinking
Why
about
the fuck did
going because
WWE let him go?
When I was still there, man, one of the biggest letdowns of all time was fucking Raven, dude. He is such a piece of shit.
Raven's a fucking asshole in real life.
He is an asshole. He really is.
Yeah,
he had to have his
smug
he
asshole.
had to have his own little fucking section. No one was allowed to talk to him. It's just, ugh.
Yeah,
like
he
he's some
like
fucking huge superstar. Come on.
He doesn't like people. I mean, I can tell you right off the bat there. Unless he knows you. If he knows you, he's
You know
cool.
who one of the nicest people in the world is, though? Is Robert. He was in WWE. I'm trying to remember his last name when he goes by here. Rob Conway.
Oh, yeah.
He was in WWE for a little bit. Rob Conway is hands down one of the nicest people.
Never met him.
Genuine. I've never met somebody like him in the business. Never.
Yo, real quick, I hate to change the subject, but did you guys see the photo of Pinchapatis on Twitter?
Oh, the one that Tommy commented on where she's naked?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Did you see that, dude?
Yeah.
You see the,
He said, will you marry me? And she's like skanked out like a whore.
Dude, you know, okay, so like, yeah, but her face looks like a fucking duck. Like it really looks like a duck. But her body was like fucking decent, dude.
Yeah, I know, but I just hate it.
It was, right? Come on.
Well, that photo, yeah, like I'd smash her and then tell her to
You think
shut
that
up.
photo's doctored?
Oh, no, I don't think.
It might be. You
Maybe-
never know, man.
Well, she might have touched up all the cellulite. You know what I mean? Like that.
What's her name again? So everybody knows out there that they want to look her up. Trisha Paytas.
Trisha Paytas, yeah.
Yeah, go look up Trisha Paytas if you guys want to see what we're talking about. If you Google it and hit images, there's a million photos that come
Or
up.
if you can't remember that, just Google fat whore.
Tommy's in love with this chick, and Shannon was going through Twitter, and she goes, "Kenny, look what Tommy. Look, of course he liked it when I saw it. I pressed it. I saw Tommy's name on it. I was like dying."
He didn't
bro.
just like it. He said, "Will you marry me?"
What the fuck?
He said,
What?
"Will you marry me?"
Yeah, dude, he's in love. Like he is like my cousin is right now with that chick from fucking Game of Thrones. He's in love with her, dude. Like
that's why we all saw it because we saw it on his phone. Everybody retweeted it. Like, did you guys see this? Like, we all got tagged in it.
He just wants to fuck.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I don't jerk off. Yeah, but you want to fuck Miss Piggy? Get the fuck out of here.
I know. Come on, we.
Oh,
know.
I can't even see the
Dude,
tweet. He's got me
Let
blocked.
me tell you something. Come on, dude. Honestly, right now, like, think about this. If he's on there saying, "Will you marry me?" with that photo that he saw of her, basically fucking, she's naked, right? If he's saying that, you're telling me he's not pounding out, fucking looking at photos of her or videos. Come on now. Come on.
Yeah, he's probably
Come
coming.
on.
I
can't believe that.
Ugh,
Why
that chick's
go around?
body is not attractive, man.
No, you don't think so, man?
I
I
don't
thought
know.
her breasts were nice, and my wife said the same thing. She's like, "Nah, she's gross," and I'm like,
Yeah,
"What's
I know.
gross about her? She's not gross."
I don't know. I
She
kind of
looks
think
like
she is.
she's got fucking silly string for hair.
Huh?
I kind of think she's gross.
How are her breasts nasty? What's nasty about them? Oh, you know what? She did a side shot on purpose because the front of her breast, and I found this out, has lines going up the front of her breast for the implants that they put in. They like botched it, bro.
Yeah.
So that's why she's doing a side shot because the front of her tits look like a car hit it.
Nah, man, her whole body looks like a car hit it to me. Especially.
Yeah, I know. You just said
Ken,
that she was
you want
alright.
to know why I think she's nasty? I'm going to show you right now. Check the writer's room. That's why she's a fucking nasty pig.
You know who I think is hot is that other girl you sent me that photo of. As long as you can't see the front of her.
Oh yeah, well the back end you talking
The
about?
back end was great, but the front is like busted ravioli. You know.
Oh, the one from last night?
The one you just sent me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the front's hanging low.
Oh my God, dude! I know, bro. All right, that's the same thing I said, dude. I know. That turns you off when you see that. I'm sorry.
What,
I know.
the face?
Yeah, dude, because it's like the hair, the face, the fucking eyebrows, the duck lips. It's
Dude,
just
in
fucking
the
disgusting.
lashes, the eyelashes.
Thanks for
Yeah,
the
it's
gun. I appreciate that.
Pretty fucking gross. You're right. Right there. You know, looking at that, you're like, ugh.
He said, "Will you marry me?" Holy smoke! I am in love.
Dude, you are such a sick fuck. How did I know it was that photo? How the fuck did I know? Oh dear God.
What photo?
No, I just seen that for the first time in there. This other photo.
Oh, the one I sent
First
earlier.
time in forever.
Have you seen that before? That's the first time I've seen it.
Are you serious?
I've never seen those photos before.
No?
Never.
Wow.
Good for her.
What a whore. What a hooker.
You know where I'm going tomorrow?
To hell.
Comedy Club.
Gonna go watch fucking Andrew Dice Clay.
I'm going to Governor's.
You're going to see Andrew Dice Clay tomorrow?
Yep. At Governor's
That's so
Pub.
weird.
Are you serious? I guess.
And you know who's at Governor's, dude? Every famous motherfucker went through Governor's, dude. I couldn't believe this list that I saw of people who started there, bro. Kevin James, Eddie Murphy,
Wow.
Dice, fucking Rodney Dangerfield.
Ken, I'm going to tell you something that may upset you. I actually don't find Andrew Dice Clay that funny.
No, neither do I.
I find him funny for about 5
Okay,
minutes.
so do I, man. I bashed him. Mike
But
said,
you know what?
I've
You
said it
said
on the
Kevin
show.
James, and I've watched every Kevin James stand up, and he's fucking hilarious.
Can I tell you, though, Kevin James, bro, he went to school with fucking Mick Foley and shit. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they went to school together, and Kevin James...
They were on the same wrestling team.
Yeah, he's a Long Island guy, bro. He's always out here. He was doing a show on NBC that was based in like on Long Island, and they always film in front of this house that's not too far from where I live, and it's like in this town, like a couple of towns over, and they would always be there recording. You'd see Kevin James all the time in his Starbucks.
They canceled his fucking show.
Yeah, they canceled that shit. It was a good show, man. It wasn't bad.
Dude, no.
No, it was
The
like
first
it was.
season.
It's like a
The
poor
first
man's.
season was awesome.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Then they brought on fucking Leah Remini to try to recreate King of Queens and shit on the fucking chick that played the wife before. It was bullshit.
Yeah, you're right about that.
That was one of the shittiest things I've seen done in Hollywood in a while.
Do you notice that Kevin James hasn't really been in movies a lot lately?
Yeah, you're
like,
right.
Remember how many he was coming out with?
Yeah.
Like years ago, he was
He
coming out
filmed
with
one
right after-
at the high school that I went to, Quincy High, is where I went to high school. They filmed that MMA one there, and that was the
Here
last
comes the
one.
boom. I went and seen that. It was
Yeah,
funny.
my lockers, my lockers in the fucking movie.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I swear, I was like, oh my god, because you can tell where the lockers are in the numbers, and I went, wow, because the wall right before the water fountain is where mine always was, and my buddy called me. I haven't talked to him in a while from high school. He goes, hey dude, our lockers are in a movie. I'm like, yeah, you want to remember those fucking lockers? I'd rather them fucking knock the place down, motherfucker, because they knocked it down after that.
Yo, do you remember when he was in? I forgot which security. Remember he was the security cop?
Mall cop. Those are
Yeah,
amazing.
listen, do you remember the part where he fought that swan fucking thing in the dude? I fucking do that part where he fights the swan and the piano player just keeps playing through it, and he looks at him when he's done. He's like, "Thanks for your help," and the guy's like just playing the piano the whole time.
Dude, when he goes to that karaoke bar and gets fucking plastered drunk, and then he wakes up the next day and he has that full body tattoo or whatever on his back, and he goes, "I don't drink." It really is a funny, like, it's a silly movie. Don't get me wrong, but it's funny.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Oh
but
my
it's
god!
funny.
And when he just fucking shoots those pixie sticks in mid conversation,
fucking pixies thing.
what is he? He's like a type 3 diabetic or something.
He's like, I need my pixies. What about when he was trying to get the fucking the melting ice cream off that kid's fucking ice cream stick to try to get the sugar up, and he was laying on the floor. He had a sugar shock.
Oh yeah. Dude,
he's like moving his tongue over, trying to go.
He gets that.
There aren't comedies anymore. There's none.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on, dude? Why are there no comedies?
'Cause
What is
they're
going
afraid.
on?
They're afraid to joke about shit unless it's like men suck or something.
Dude, what is going on,
We
man?
went
What
and saw one not 2 years
This
ago. It was called Father's Day or Father.
Yeah. With Mel Gibson was in it.
No.
No.
No, you're thinking
That
of
new John
Passion
Cena one might be funny. Anyone
You're
seen
thinking
that?
of Passion of the Anti-Semitic. No, the John Cena, the Cockblockers movie was funny. We went and saw that too.
Yeah.
But
That
we
looked
went
like
and
the
saw the
last one.
movie. It had what's the guy from The Hangover that wears the glasses from The Office?
Ed Helms.
Ed
Yeah,
Helms.
Helms.
It had him and Owen Wilson in it.
Oh,
And it's like the-
Wilson, I love you so much.
They're brothers, and they try to find their real dad. And it started off. Don't you hate it
My
when
brother,
movies start
I'm
off?
trying to-
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Movies start off. It's all right. When movies start off really funny, and then they just for like 15 minutes, and then they're trash for the next hour and a half. It was fucking terrible. I was so disappointed.
That's what they all seem like to me. And
I can't get into this John Wick shit, man. My friend was talking to me about John Wick today, and I was just like, yeah, I don't really care about John Wick. He was like, oh, the movie was so great. Part 3 is really. They're already doing 4. I'm like, dude, I don't like John Wick.
I think it's just a fun little action movie. It's not as crazy as it seems.
Dude, you know they put Lawrence Fishburne in this latest one I heard?
Yeah.
And it's like they're trying to, like, recreate fucking... And you know what I said to my friend? I said, wouldn't it have been nuts at the end of the movie, like the post-credit scene would have been like him and John Wick, and Lawrence Fishburne would have turned to him and been like, take the red pill, or the, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden they find out that the whole time it's the Matrix movie, but it was just what he was seeing in like the you know, the fake world. You know what I mean? Like he was like,
that would be hilarious.
Twisted. That would have been fucking twisted shit, right?
It would have been like the Cloverfield tie-in to one of those.
Yeah, dude. Like, I just, I love shit like that when they do that shit.
That right there is what I'm biding my time. That's what I'm waiting for, what I just sent you guys in the writer's room. That right there, my friends, I'm putting all my chips on the table, and I'm betting that is going to be one of the next biggest shows on television.
Really?
Yeah, you know what? I said the same thing to Filthy the other night, and he feels the same way. But who was it who bashed? My cousin Chris bashed it. He was like, dude, it sucks because it takes place after all the stuff you saw in the movie.
So what? What do you want, a prequel where you know what ends up happening? That's retarded.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, what's so bad about that? I'm like, it's still that world.
Did he actually watch the trailer, Kenny?
No, he did. He watched it. He said,
how can you not get excited after seeing the
dude, I was so excited. Dude, I was so excited because, like, I'm a huge fan of...
It's been 10 years. It's been like...
That movie's great. Can I tell you that movie, and I tell people this all the time, that movie paved the way for all these motherfucking movies that are out today, because that was the first superhero movie that I've ever seen, and I knew of, that had, like, cursing in it, sex in it. Yeah, it was dark. You saw brutal murdering in it, like murders, like actual knives through chest.
The thing, dude, you saw the actual one of well, Rorschach is kind of an anti-hero, but when he fucking hacks that child pedophile to death,
dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, and then you think about the movies that came out after that, like, Deadpool, and like the movie that came out with Logan, and all these movies that were like really hardcore, fucking dark superhero movies.
Dude, Ken. Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
Well, that too. Yeah, that too. You're right.
And those were more.
Was a good movie.
And they all had more comedy, though. That's the one thing. Is like that movie was a little more serious. Where
Kick-Ass is a Marvel movie that I would absolutely stand by.
Dude, how awesome would it be if Kick-Ass all of a sudden that character was like in G-Force or something like that?
Oh my god!
Like, think of that if they were like Kick-Asses.
If like Hit Girl showed up, but here's the thing.
That'd be sick if they merged them.
It won't happen though, because what's her name?
That'd be fucking awesome.
The chick that played Hit Girl, she's all fucking feminazi now, and she won't do it.
Oh, she's stupid, man. Because that fucking that chick, that character.
They said that they sexualized her.
That character was great.
They sexualized her?
She kicked ass. She kicked ass in it, though,
because I don't know when the last time you guys saw that movie is, but when she goes into Frank D'Amico's headquarters, and she goes in there with the pistol. She's in like the Japanese schoolgirl outfit. And they're saying they sexualized her by putting her in that. But what that was?
Give me a fucking break, man. They wear it to school.
It was the presumption of innocence. They want to see this innocent little girl, and then she just fucking pistols these guys to death. I'm sorry, I'm over this fucking feminazi bullshit.
Why the fuck is the world turning like this? I don't get it.
And she's the one that says this?
She said it, yeah. I'm trying to remember her name because she did the Carrie movie.
And what is it with all these white actresses that are fucking turning around and like fucking just like, saying all these things like the fucking
virtue signaling, man. It's what Joe was saying before he got smashed by Leah and fucking Todd over there.
Captain Marvel, like, she's that chick who plays that part. She's like all fucking
Brie Larson.
Like, what is going on with all these chicks and like why are people thinking like this?
They have to pander to get the next job now because they.
What happened to just like letting people be who they want to be?
Ken, there are women who are upset about in Shazam. When he creates the Shazam family and one of the girl Shazam warriors is wearing a skirt.
Yeah.
Oh my God, boy! Because
why is she not in a full body outfit?
Oh God, God forbid you put a fucking woman in a skirt.
Yeah, it went from the 50-year-old dads back in the day who were like, and the families and the parents who didn't want their daughters wearing skimpy stuff, to the kids being like, no, we can wear whatever we want, to now the kids saying, no, you're sexualizing us, or like, what the fuck?
You're right,
going
dude.
on?
It goes up and down because you hit the nail on the head right there. Because the 50s were kind of like conservative, like you wore like a fucking skirt that was long, you didn't show a leg. But then the 60s rolled around and it was like, yo, fucking free love. I'm putting my pussy out in the open. Look, I got a bush. The whole thing. Fuck me. There's free love everywhere.
Yeah.
Then you moved into like the 80s and it started to get back to like where it was like conservative for women again. It was like long
and they
skirts.
that was when they were trying to go to work, and the shoulder pads, and
dude, they covered up. You know what I mean? Then the 90s rolled around, they got fucking naked again. In the 90s, they got fucking naked again. Then the 2000s rolled around, and now here we are right now, because the beginning of the 2000s was like the beginning of that shit. Because it was fucking the little seeds. Seeds were out there. You know
Look
what
at
I mean?
Lara Croft, or I'm sorry, not Lara Croft, but Lara Croft, Angelina Jolie's Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
It's the super sexualized version, but it's what it was
You
in the
won't
video
see that
games.
anymore. You won't see that anymore, dude.
And then you even look at who was the chick that played
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Fuck, it's gonna.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, she's fucking slamming hot. She played. Oh man, I know who you're talking about.
Dude, early 2000s. Halle Berry. Could you imagine if although the movie was shit,
Monsters.
If they
Monster
released,
Ball, bro. Oh my
if they
God.
would have released the Catwoman outfit she wore back then in a movie
Michelle
now.
Pfeiffer too in her Catwoman.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
she was,
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer was like a fucking. Oh my God.
Yeah, I was
Dude,
in love with her.
when Halle Berry first dons the Catwoman outfit, she's got the whip and shit. Although it was cheesy, oh my God, is she a fucking smoke show.
They knew she was fucking, dude. Like, it's
that movie is complete utter garbage, by the way.
Dude, this kid mentioned Halle Berry today to me because she's in this new movie or whatever that he saw, and we were talking about Monsters
John
Ball.
Wick 3, man.
Yeah, that's what it was. And she's in Monsters Ball, and that scene in Monsters Ball where they admitted they actually had sex. What's his name? Fucking Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh yeah, that's
They actually admitted that they actually had fucking sex in that scene. And whenever I saw that scene, I always thought, like, that scene Halle Berry's in is like, if you guys don't know about this scene in Monsters Ball, go look up the scene with her having sex in Monsters Ball.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, for those of you who don't, go look it up, because it's
now
fucking...
if we can just get Antonio Banderas and Angelina Jolie to admit they actually had sex, that'll be fine.
I love Antonio Banderas. He's just such a slick fuck, that guy. I did not have sex with her. I can tell you this right now. I will not fuck her fingers.
My own dad.
She fucked my fingers. Okay? I didn't put it
couple
in
of women in my time, but I love fingering 13-year-olds.
She went back and forth on my fingers. I did not move one muscle. She merely just wanted to fuck me. I want to fucking finger her asshole.
There you go. Monday Nitro in the chat said Mary Marvel always has had a skirt. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
that up.
I mean, so that's they're just going to the roots on that, and these people are getting mad. It's like, hello, dude, go fucking look at the comic books for the last 70 fucking years, you idiot.
Monday Nitro is bringing up a lot of great points. He says that Zack Snyder does not get enough credit for what he did for the comic book universe movies.
Yeah,
it's true. He invented an entirely different reel of film for these movies to be shot on.
Yeah, dude.
You know what?
He's a pioneer.
I gotta be honest with you. I think I'm gonna go watch Watchmen when the show ends.
Dude, Watchmen is the best, and I can't believe that they never did a sequel to that. Because let me tell you something, and I have this argument.
Well, to be honest though, Ken, you can't.
Well, do a prequel then. Give me a prequel.
Well, see, here's the thing. They did before Watchmen, the comics. They're fantastic.
Yeah.
And then they're making a new comic called the Doomsday Clock.
I know, dude. No, I know. I love it, dude. I'm into that shit. I love it. Well,
bro. Dude, they're actually bringing characters into the sequel from Doomsday Clock, and that's why I'm excited.
Oh, dude,
they're
it's
bringing
gonna be
new
sick.
people in, like the marionette into a mime.
Dude, it's gonna be nuts.
Gonna be cool.
And they revamped the characters too.
Dude,
like
just as a little teaser, I want to tell you guys. Oh yeah, they're bringing back. You know who's playing Ozymandias?
Who?
Jeremy Irons.
Are you fucking serious?
Wow, that's awesome.
That's definite? That's definite.
It's a lock. He already filmed the show.
Oh, dude, that's fucking awesome. Oh, that's fucking sick.
At this point, he's the only confirmed Watchman to return is the Ozymandias character. Jeremy fucking Irons and Ozymandias is old.
It's great.
But listen, I want to give you guys a little teaser. There's a new character called the Mime.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's super crazy strong and shit, but he like threatens people and he's a mime, so he'll act like he's holding people at gunpoint.
Yeah.
But he's not actually holding a gun. And then people are like, what the fuck's wrong with you? And then they'll come at him and then he'll just fucking destroy him.
That's great.
It sounds silly, but it's fucking epic. I can't wait to see.
Well, dude, I bet you like I've seen scenes in movies before where mimes have like killed people. Like, a hitman's dressed up as a mime, and like you could really do some fucking like eerie shit with a mime in a movie, like
Dude,
especially something like that.
Out of all the horror movies that we've ever seen in our life, any movie we've ever seen, doesn't matter. I still think one of the most disturbing scenes in any film when it comes to a death was Watchmen, when Rorschach chucks that fucking hot grease on that guy's face in the kitchen.
Yeah, that was pretty
and
fucked
you
up.
watch the skin melt off of his face, and then Rorschach just stands over top of him and smiles.
Dude, Rorschach was the shit.
Ugh.
Like when
have you
Dr.
guys
Manhattan
both seen
killed
that
him.
teaser trailer, by the way?
Yeah, I seen it.
Do you guys think that the Watchmen world in this is like a dystopian type of world?
Yeah.
Because all the cops are wearing like the
definitely, dude.
the
That's
masks,
what it is.
so you
Yeah,
can't
that's what
see who they are.
Yeah, that's what it is now. Because that's exactly.
It's
what
like
it
that
is.
old '80s view of the future or something.
It's such an intriguing trailer because they don't really give you that much.
I wonder if Nixon is still president.
Oh my God, who played Nixon in the fucking Watchmen movie?
He looked
I
just
swear
like him,
him.
but it looked like a
swear
cartoon version a little
Did
bit.
you
though.
remember?
Like,
You know what made me think of that was remember after Watchmen. Remember the X-Men movie where they had Nixon too?
Yes.
I thought that's exactly
What's that? Joe X2?
Yeah, the new ones and the X2 and the
they
one.
should just get the same guy to play Nixon all the time, so it's like
Oh my God, dude! Dude, when I saw that though, I went, "Oh, it's the Nixon from Watchmen." Like, that's what I thought.
I want the Nixon from Watchmen here.
I'm not just saying this, guys, because I'm a DC fanboy. I'm telling you, this Watchmen show will be one of the next big TV shows out there. I'm telling you, it will be.
Can I tell you, man? You know what? Listen, I had this. This is another argument that I had. Okay, recently was HBO shows. Okay, and they said Game of Thrones ending, blah blah blah. HBO's going downhill. This is what Lucky Lowe said. I said, dude, you're out of your mind. I said HBO. He goes, oh, bro, please. I go, dude, they went from The Sopranos to Game of Thrones, and it was those. Sopranos was a huge hit when it was out. Okay, and fucking Game of Thrones, speaks for itself. And the ending sucked, but whatever. So I was like, they always go from one big fucking show to the next. Plus, they've had tons of other shows that have been wildly successful. Like fucking, I mean, I can name them all day.
Here's the thing.
He's trying to tell me HBO's dying. I'm like, you're out of your mind because they have 10 shows lined up.
Everybody said this when it was Sex and the City ending, when The Sopranos ended, all this stuff, when Deadwood ended, when 6 Feet Under ended. They're always said this stuff.
Bro. I'm so happy about that.
And they always just keep pumping out a new show because they always plan for the future.
They do, man. And you know something, dude? Like you just said it. Deadwood, they're making the fucking movie to Deadwood.
Oh, my
HBO
God.
delivers, bro. People wanted Deadwood, so HBO was like, you know what? Okay, maybe we can't bring the series back, but fuck it, we'll make a movie. Like,
I'm telling you,
genius.
guys, that is an under the radar. One of my favorite shows of all time is Deadwood.
Yeah, well, my grandfather used to fucking love that.
Have you seen that, Joe?
Deadwood? No, I haven't.
It's a western.
Oh, dude, go back and watch that series. Joe, you'll fucking love it.
No,
you know what else was good? What was it, Spartan or something like that? Or
Spartacus was on Showtime.
Spartacus, man, my grandfather used to love that fucking show, man.
Yeah,
I used to be like,
it was on Showtime when when Showtime lost Spartacus, they actually lost a big subscriber count.
Dude, when my grandfather used to watch that, and I used to tell him, "Oh, fuck that show, go watch Game of Thrones," and he's like, "Is it like Gladiators and stuff?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, go watch that shit." He was like, he didn't get into Game of Thrones. He watched it, but he was like, he loved the Roman Empire and shit like that. So
it's basically 300 turned into a TV show.
Okay, yeah.
Like the movie 300 turned into a TV show. It just never ends.
What do you mean? Deadwood?
No, Spartacus.
Oh, I get
Spartacus,
it. Okay, I get it.
Like the movie 300, but they made a series.
Can I tell
out of
you,
it.
I've never seen 300.
Oh my God, Kenny!
You want to know
I've never
something?
seen it, and people are recommending it to me. Like lately, I've heard it a lot. Like, how have you not seen that movie?
Ken, that's an all-time movie.
You know what happened?
I never saw it.
when that movie came out, everybody was talking about it, and I didn't care, and I didn't see it. It wasn't my type of thing. But
yeah, it's not my type of thing either. It's like,
but Leah came over. I had just started hanging out with Leah in 2007, and she brought a movie over to watch. And
it was that?
And it was that. She was like, I got 300. It's out, or whatever. And
you enjoyed it?
I just was like, okay. Like, I didn't tell her, like, I don't like
yeah,
that.
you were like, I'm watching this no matter what.
Yeah. And it was okay. It was all right. It was
all
a
right,
good,
so
pretty good day.
it was okay.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I mean, it was good. It wasn't.
I don't feel like Joe's selling the movie very good. But
Well, listen, my friend told me about a part in it. The way he made it sounded fucking awesome. He was like, oh, he went down and they were waiting for these men to show up. And he's like, dude, there was only 300 of them. And they like take out fucking armies of thousands. And he's like, he's standing next to this one guy next to a pit. And he fucking kicks him in this pit. And he like told me this part of the story. And he made it sound like really good. Like it's, I got to check it out. So I was like, yeah, I'll check it out. I don't know what part that is. Do you know what I'm talking about? He like kicks somebody into like this fucking pit.
Yeah, that's like a pretty cool.
Well, yeah,
opening scene.
It's like one of the biggest pop culture lines of all time when he says, "This is Sparta."
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the reason I seen that part is because that was something they did with Trump, where he like kicked Hillary Clinton in that at one point. They like put her head on it. I knew it was from 300.
It was like a meme before like memes had started.
Yeah.
That was.
And also they came out with the sequel of that, right?
Yeah, it was 300
and one. No.
It was visually interesting, but it wasn't like the first one.
No.
Well, dude, it's Zack Snyder.
Yeah. There you go.
300 Zack Snyder. He created that rich film reel where like the visually you're like, wow.
I love that. I love that, man. How the fuck did he even think of that? Like, how the fuck did he like?
I know how you think of it. You fuck around with an editing software.
Yeah, I think Joe's right. I think he just fucked with the saturation and everything.
Something. Yeah, he hit on something big time because that is like, it's like kind of like what they do with that other movie that was really big for a while with what the fuck is the name of it again? It's like the whole movie's almost black and white, but all the red is like
Sin City.
Sin City, yes.
But
like
that's the thing. 300 and Sin City are all based on graphic novels.
Yeah, graphic.
Have you been here the whole time, Dave?
That's why they do that, right?
I've just been letting you guys talk.
That's why they do that with those movies, right? Because they're based on novels.
Well, I mean, Watchmen is considered the greatest graphic novel of all time.
Yeah, it's that shit all reminds me of the same. It's got a very new.
That and Dark Knight Returns.
It's got a
when was that
written?
Returns. When do you know when that was written? The Watchmen originally.
It's got a
85.
Really?
86. Dave, fact check.
Twisted
exactly.
world.
Around
That's
It's like old new.
I just love that world that Watchmen is in. Like, so even if they just like attach that world to this show, and they like have some of the characters, like you said, some of the characters will be returning and all that, and it's just a different world. Like after the blast in New York City and all that shit, Dr. Manhattan left and Rorschach's dead. Like, I just feel like if as long as they are in that world, that show is going to be sick, like you said, because that world is really. They should have expanded on that world, man. I'm telling you. I don't know why they didn't. That was a hell of a movie.
Yeah, as far as cinema goes, they haven't expanded, but man, in the comics, they sure did.
Yeah, no, I know the comics. I love the fucking comics. Watchmen.
The problem is, though, they're not going to be able to get. I'm going to draw a blank on the name. I'm trying to remember who it is. Patrick Wilson. He played Night Owl in Watchmen.
Yeah. He's good.
Oh.
But there were rumors that he would return or he would come back for this Watchmen TV series, but he's so locked up with Aquaman right now to play Norm or Orm, not Norm.
Yeah.
Norm. Fuck McDonald. Orm.
I know.
Aquaman's
I don't like
brother.
seeing him as a bad guy.
Yeah, because
he's
always.
I didn't like seeing.
Did you
him
guys
as a
see
bad
those
guy.
movies, The Conjuring, that he was in? Patrick Wilson.
Yeah, because he's always like, and I want to like hug him in those movies. I want to like fucking say, "Help me!" And in this movie, I'm just like, oh, I hate seeing him as a.
Well, even in Watchmen, he was like really like he would kick everybody's ass that he fought, but he was very not whiny, but like kind of soft. He's kind of the heart and soul of the Watchmen.
Yeah, he is. I love that character. When I was a kid in the '80s, did they have a like a fucking cartoon in the '80s? Wasn't there a Watchmen cartoon in the 80s?
There might have been, but I don't remember.
No, they released the.
It was the
no,
comics.
They released an animated part or an animated version of the comic like 10 years ago, but they've never made a TV yet. Alan Moore is an anal son of a bitch about his Watchmen.
You know, I could have sworn I remember seeing some shit about Watchmen when I was a kid, back in like '86, somewhere in there. And it was like I saw Dr. Manhattan for the first time, and I was like hooked on fucking. It might have been. It was probably the comic book, but like I saw it for the first time, and I was just saw Dr. Manhattan. And I was like drawn to the guy like right away. And me and Filthy have this discussion all the time: who is the best, Superman, you know, or fucking? Because really, I mean, who could you really compare to Superman besides Dr. Manhattan?
Dr. Manhattan is arguably one of the most powerful comic book superhero.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it.
Oh, wait, here it is. I just found it.
He might even be more powerful than Superman. The fuck was that? Jesus.
That was a fart. Shout out to
shit
Malin
myself.
Ackerman, by the way, as Silk Spectre and Watchmen. Smoke show.
Dude, I'm telling you, he might be more powerful than Superman. He might be. And I hate to say that because I'm a Superman.
No, he is actually more powerful. The comics currently in DC are dealing with how Dr. Manhattan snapped his fingers and essentially changed the DC universe. And
Doomsday Clock, baby.
Yeah, see, now Superman can't do that, right?
No, he doesn't have that power.
Wow.
Dr. Manhattan would tool bag
Let me tell
anybody.
you something, man. Like 40 years ago, 50 years ago, you couldn't think of a power better than what Superman has, but now it's out, like it exists, dude. Like, you know, it's like it's crazy to think.
Yeah, when you were like, yeah, that was it. He was it. That was it. Now there's
like,
so many
he
things.
was the end all be all of superheroes. Like there's no better.
Superman and the Hulk have always gotten a lot of shit because they're you can't kill them. You know, it's always because they're all fucking one dimensional or whatever.
But now, like, if you really think about it, man, Dr. Manhattan, that's some Thanos shit right there. But Thanos had to go out and fucking capture all those fucking stones. You know, Dr. Manhattan's like, fuck you. I don't need no fucking thing on my hand. I'll just snap my fucking fingers and be done.
Fucking guy tried to fix a watch, turned into the most powerful guy of all time.
That's like a god. That's like a fucking god, bro. That's like a god.
We are we're 2 hours in, guys. If you want to call it the end here.
Let's call it, booby.
Calls.
Have a gabagool.
Oh, I didn't mean take calls. I meant like call the show. I mean, we're 2 hours in. I figured we could get the fuck out of here.
Whatever.
We went an hour over.
A good note to end on.
It was
because I'm gonna go throw Watchmen in and masturbate now.
Yeah,
Right.
Watchmen is the shit.
To that
Every
big
time
blue
we do
cock.
Corrupted, I always tell Joe I'm gonna go watch this movie or that movie.
I don't.
I think what was the last one, Joe? I think it was Predator, wasn't it?
Yeah, I still haven't done that.
Yeah, we were talking about Predator one night. As soon as the show ended, bam, watch Predator all the way through. It's just I don't know.
You know what I watched the other night? Fucking
love that
Dr.
movie.
Detroit, baby.
What was it?
Dr.
Detroit.
Holy shit.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh my god, man. Dan Aykroyd, bro.
That's old.
Dan fucking Aykroyd, bro. What a fucking movie.
I'm more of a Celtic pride type of guy. No,
Me too. Me too, though. That's true. Me too.
I'm the doctor.
Dude, oh god, dude, when they fucking though, I haven't seen that movie in forever, so I couldn't quote that one. But I remember when they fucking tell the cop all that stuff about what would happen if we kidnap someone or whatever, and then you see fucking Damon Wayans running out of the house, yo officer, and then the cop turns around and he just goes, oh, this is bizarre. And he walks away. Where you going? He orders all those T-shirts.
Don't you remember the dance ball when Dan Aykroyd pops up in front of Damon Wayans and goes,
oh god, when they're taking shots at the bar. This one's called Jimmy's Dick.
Yeah.
Yo, do you guys remember fucking Mr. Mom?
Yeah,
of course.
Everything was
that
Hogan.
movie. Do you remember another movie that Michael Keaton was in where he was a car dealer and the Japanese people came and took over the factory?
What? I know what you're talking about, but oh my god, what a fucking weird
that
like.
movie's great.
That's like even more obscure than
Oh yeah,
like
Batman. I'm just kidding.
Then like
Yo, but
multiplicity.
how great is that movie, Joe? Come on. That
No,
movie
no,
was fucking funny, dude.
That is
movie was funny.
I want to watch that one, dude. That's the one, like that movie and Multiplicity from Michael Keaton. Like,
Oh, Multiplicity! I saw that like a year ago, man. It was great.
Dude.
Yo, what about the fucking movie with Michael Keaton in that he fucking he played like a
Field of Dreams?
No, he wasn't in Field of Dreams.
that was Costner.
I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second.
Why do I always get those two faggots mixed up?
Because they're
This is what it
melancholy
was.
looking.
Do you remember Do you remember the movie he was in with fucking what's his name from the guy who played the coach in Waterboy?
Oh yeah.
The Fonzie, right? Fonzarella and fucking Michael Keaton are in this movie where he plays a nighttime morgue guy where he takes in dead bodies, but they run a fucking hooker ring out of the morgue.
I haven't seen that.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I haven't seen it.
Dude, it's so fucking great, dude.
I have
What a
not
fucking-
seen it, but you have sold
Dude.
me. I want to see whatever that is. I want to
Dude,
see
it is
that.
a great movie, man. It's both of those guys, the Fonz and fucking Michael Keaton, and they run a fucking hooker ring out of like a morgue. And it is the funniest fucking comedy, bro. I mean, it was like they were both fresh off of like big movies, and like, you know, he was like straight out of he must have retired like
Oh,
5
my
years
God.
before that. It was in the 80s, man, but it was a great fucking movie, man.
We just
Michael
won these
Keaton,
awards.
dude, Michael Keaton is doing coke in this movie like every 5 seconds, dude. Every 5 seconds.
Adam McGuire in the chat has a question. He says, I want to know if any of you guys are Kevin Smith fans.
Yeah, I like Kevin Smith because he's a big comic book guy, man. I used to watch that show all the time. Comic book.
I don't like all of his movies.
I've been to that comic book place too, man.
Me neither.
I was there.
But I like his. Everybody likes Clerks.
Clerks
I like
is
when
good.
he gets in
Believe it
depth.
or not, I actually liked Chasing Amy. I thought that was a pretty good movie. I was not a fan of Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. Clerks 2 is pretty good, actually. I actually think Clerks 2 was a good movie. A lot of people didn't like it, but I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
It had a different vibe than the first one, but
It wasn't great.
fun.
It wasn't great, but it was good. It wasn't like terrible.
I just liked how they were working in the movies, and it was a nice little throw to like Jay and Silent Bob. And I did like that. But what was the one movie he made, man, that was just fucking trash? About the Jersey Girl.
Oh, you didn't
Good
like?
God.
Yeah,
oh
it was
yeah,
bad.
Jersey Girl. Yeah.
Well,
What about?
I like Kevin Smith because he gets into detail with like what he loves. Like
Dogma
that's
was
what I
good.
love about him.
Dogma
Dogma
was
was
a
a
good
great. Yeah, Dogma was a damn good movie.
Didn't he do
That wasn't-
Memento too, though?
What did he do?
Memento? Didn't he do Memento?
I think so. Yeah.
Memento, I thought was all right. I think.
Oh, Red State. That's a really good Kevin Smith movie.
Like, dude, did you ever hear him
Yeah.
to give his interview about his best friend Ben Affleck being Batman? Like, he was like so stunned that his friend was Batman. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
he's just a sick fucking comic book guy, and he was like, I couldn't believe my best friend's Batman. Like, it's fucked
Yeah,
up.
Mallrats was. I liked Mallrats. Yeah, kind of.
Mallrats is pretty good. I know a lot of people love Mallrats. I was never huge
that's
on
like
it.
Dude, that's like a cult now, classic, bro.
That
That's like a
movie
cult
makes me
classic.
throw up every time when he's doing the thing with the shit in the chocolate bar.
Oh man,
yeah,
what's his name
dude.
that played the guy in the Walking Dead show who he gets the fucking shitty dark chocolate pretzel or whatever?
That's
Ugh.
nasty, dude. I hated that. Like, I actually didn't even. That was one of those things that made me not want to
Chad.
watch that movie. Shannon, take your clothes off. No,
I think we should go ahead and close it out though. We did
we
some pretty
should end
good
the show. Yeah, we
time
should
on
get
the
out
show.
of here.
Where is everybody?
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Everybody's
How
dead.
much later are you guys going, Ken?
Don't wait. Just wait. Don't suck me off yet. What?
Oh, jeez.
Oh wow.
How much later are you guys
when we
going?
Go live. No, I'd like probably like a fucking, I don't know, like another hour or something. I don't fucking know.
As long
I'm
as it
getting-
takes to like have sex. Like,
I'm getting off soon.
Because like
Why?
you gotta hook it up.
Now,
Shout out to the chat, man. Hanging
my wife
out
is
till
trash.
4 in the mo.
That's awesome.
she's trashed. She's out of it, dude. I just kept pouring vodka in a cup for her and handing
Dude,
it to her.
imagine if she took her tits out on your stream and you lost the fucking channel.
Dude, she'd ruin my channel.
Yeah,
at
but
the
it's
same
like,
time.
and that was the story. Like, oh yeah, then we lost the fucking thing. Why? What
Dude,
happened?
I'd go out with a bang for that. I would give up my
Dude,
channel.
get Shannon on Corrupted here. Give people a treat.
No,
She's Shannon. You want to say hi?
because
on
then I'm gonna
Corrupted?
hit on her.
You want to say hi on Corrupted? Look.
Hey.
Tell her to get on the microphone.
She's trash. They want you to get on the mic. She can't even get out.
You know what's fuck? I actually think it's pretty cool that like she's running a show in the same room Ken's doing a different one.
I know. I bought the noise canceling shit, so
Yeah.
because she used to be like, I want to be in the same room like when you do it, like, because she'd be on the show and she'd be in the next room, and she's like, it's boring being in the room alone, like, and I was like, yeah, but you use this microphone, you come out here, and it was so bad, like, you could just pick up everything in the background. I was like, do not fucking stay in this room. You have to go back into that room. But yeah, now
I just pissed on my leg.
You pissed on your leg, dude? You ever do that when you take a piss? It like hits like your shirt or hits like yeah.
Just did.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
I just fucking pissed on my leg.
I make
I'm
my
really
kids.
angry.
You know, I feel like such a little boy when I do that. I feel like I went pee-pee in my pants.
I gotta get the fuck off here. I'm not even kidding. I really did piss all over my leg. God damn it.
Ah, you fucking idiot. Goodbye, everybody.
Yes.
Goodbye.
All right, later, guys.
All right. See you guys. Have a good night. Good shit.
Kisses.
Mwah. Halfway there. Oh, living like a bird. Day by day. Day I swear. Oh.